Gear Mondays, the greatest Metal Gear podcast ever.
I don't agree with you.
Releasing on Monday, every Monday.
How did you patch into my radio frequency?
Stinks in here. Bad.
Ladies, gearsmen, babies, and gentle thems, welcome to Metal Gear Mondays. It is a podcast about retro gaming expos where we do not talk about the game. Actually, we talk about the game a lot.
Is this a podcast? I think I'm on the wrong thing.
It's a podcast
Podcast.
about things. We talk about video games here, specifically Metal Gear Solid. And specifically this week, we're going to be talking about our experiences at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo last month in October of 2025. Woo! But I can't talk about it alone. I've got to introduce my co-host, first-time visitor to Portland Retro Gaming Expo, James DJ Rat King Reichman.
Ring, ring, ring. The Rat King is in the building.
It took a lot of convincing for us to not leave him for dead in Portland. So you guys, the listeners, should feel privileged to have James still with us.
And it was a treacherous time for old James.
Very treacherous time. Very, very.
Yeah, James ended up in we'll talk about it, I guess, but James ended up in a very weird hotel situation.
Yeah.
I stayed in Chinatown.
Yeah, we almost sacrificed him to ice so that we could escape. But
yeah.
He's still here with us today. So
yeah, James stayed in Chinatown so that because it's the whole thing is it's uncomfortable because James is actually racist towards Asian people.
Yeah, he hates.
Yeah, known
all those episodes he did with Isaac has been like really a lot of.
I'm glad we didn't have video
had
back then because you would have known from the look on my face.
Yeah. The number of slurs I've had to cut out over the years.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
It's a problem.
It's a big problem. The first step to solving a problem is admitting you have one. So
yeah,
we're getting there. I am also joined by Alessio Summerfield.
Hey, can't wait to get in on that conversation. The deep lore. I have the physical evidence with me at my home.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm very excited. Lily, did you end up with one of those Polaroid, the photo booth strips? I can't remember where the two ended up.
Yes, it's around here somewhere. I have it. I
think Allie kept the other one.
Allie might have kept the other one. I have it around here somewhere. It's with my name tag.
Got it.
I have my name tag. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's around here somewhere. It's probably in there. No worries. So like I said, we're going to be talking about, this is a special extra episode you get this week, and we're going to be talking about our experience at Portland Retro Gaming Expo, where we did a lot of stuff. Number one, it was really, really super exciting because this was me and Alessio our second time visiting Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So that was really cool. It was the first time either of us have seen James in a really long time. It's my first time seeing James since 2017.
That's crazy.
So that's pretty crazy.
I think James, we saw each other. What?
Oh yeah, you came into St. Louis. Was it that long?
No, it was 20.
It was 2024, wasn't it?
It had to have been early 2024 because it was after I went to Japan.
Yeah.
But still, it had been a minute.
It's been a minute. Cinnamon
in a minute, you know what I mean? So Alessio, so James was there. We both got to see James. We also got Chad and Nick, who are our Discord mods and two of our co-hosts on the Patriot Club, which you can get by donating $5 at patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays. They came out as well.
You get a little tease of a Patriot Club in this episode.
You will. As well as listener Alex Hill, who also came down. This is also Alex's second year at PRGE. Alex came down last year with us to kind of hang out and see us, so that was very cool. Then we got to reunite with Allie, who you heard on last year's episode. My friends Emma and Alistair came down from Seattle to see us. It was a really, really great time.
Was it Justin? Jason? I'm totally blanking. I'm so sorry. Justin and his wife Casey. Is it Justin?
Kyle.
My brain is broken. You can have that one, Kyle.
Close.
That's my version of Lily verbally assaulting you during the live episode. You just get
Listen.
forgetful, Alessio.
Listen, Kyle deserved that.
The amount of brain power that gets diverted to thinking about my daughter is egregious. So I don't have oxygen in that part of my brain. So
Yeah.
sorry, Kyle. I wanted to fuck his name up again for the lulz, but I'm just gonna say sorry, Kyle.
But really great time. We saw a lot of great people and had a really, really fun time. Made a lot of good food. Watched Nail Biters World Series games.
That was great. Yeah, that was good.
The World Series was crazy.
Yeah. So it was a really, really good time. And we wanna kind of guide you through it. So the first thing you're gonna hear is, I wanna say, the cast panel.
No, it's gonna be a snippet from the PC.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so we're gonna do everything chronologically. So the first thing we did, everybody kind of arrived. Me and James got there first. Our planes landed about the same time. And then we got back. We took James went to his hotel because he had a headache.
I did. I get migraines when I fly, and I went to bed.
Yes, went to bed. So I checked in early at the hotel. I got to the hotel. Alex showed up on the bus from Seattle. So me and Alex palled around until Nick arrived, and then we got dinner at a sushi place that had a lot of very interesting spellings of things in their menu.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
It was
was it hardcore Chinese? Is that what it was? Like Chinese?
No, it was just like, it was like a sushi place. It was just like a simple like sushi, like Japanese food place.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking the dumpling place or the dim sum place that we had went to.
No. It was a different place, but it was really good. But like I think the Creen Dragon, I think, is the one that got me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But yeah, we went to dinner, and then we waited for Alessio and Chad, who were on the same flight, to show up at like 11:30 p.m. and then
y'all got in late.
Yeah, really. I was real scared when we were getting on the flight. There was a huge DEI sticker on the side of the Delta flight, and I took a picture of it and sent it to Chad and was like, "Oh fuck!" And I'm pretty sure everybody behind me thought I was like being like an asshole, and I was like, "No! Like we're several layers deep." Like I'm just. Also, for some reason, and Chad's not wrong, but we were both talking about it throughout the flight. It felt like the Delta flight, like the airplane itself, was just like ambiently shitting its pants the entire time.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What is that smell?"
That's the power of the Delta Sky Suck.
Yeah. What was it? I can't even remember what Nick was reading. Was it like my weird ramblings on the Discord?
Yeah, you did like a weird like rant about like the shit smell that was on the plane, and then Nick did a dramatic reading of it. And
does he have that still?
It's in the group chat at the very least.
Okay.
Here's the thing. It's on the Patriot Club. We played
him reading it.
Club. Us playing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we use that as the Patriot Club?
Yeah.
Snippet? All right. Let's do that.
We'll play the little snippet here of us talking. But the subject of the Patriot Club was Rule 34, which we recorded with me, Alessio, James, Chad, Nick, and Alex in me and Alessio's hotel room.
It was so fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the video's very silly because it's just a ton of people crowded around like 4 microphones.
Yeah. So patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays to check that out fully, but you can hear a little preview here. Can I play some MGM Rule 34 really quick?
Oh, true. Okay,
hold on.
Dude, I gotta pee. I'm gonna blast. I'm about to fucking bust. Need to make wet something fierce right now. Take me off, Captain. I got porcelain to sully. This Chad is about to leak to Politico and be my young Republicans. These two leftists really needed to piss. You won't believe what happened next. First class gets a suction control that clamps on, so what the fuck, they can pee wherever? The Delta Sky Suck.
That was written by Alessio and performed by me.
That was sponsored by the Writers Guild of America East.
Yes.
Yay!
Hooray. Yeah, and we're back. Welcome back to us. Here, this is us.
Yeah.
I'm Mandy Moore. This Alessio Sterling K. Brown, famed black film.
Oh, thank you.
Who am I?
Yeah. I don't know who else is in the show. You're Milo Ventimiglia. That's right. He was in the show. Right?
What's up?
Milo.
You don't remember Milo, that band from the early 2000s?
I know this guy.
Yeah, he's Peter Petrelli on Heroes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Those words mean nothing to me.
He made his on-screen debut in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1995.
Oh, hell yeah.
Milo Ventimiglia was in fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
One short year after I was born.
Nice.
Who was he in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Yeah, I guess he was. That certainly is Milo Ventimiglia. Wow.
Yeah, so from there, because we did the Patriot Club, not that night, obviously, but I think it was the Friday after we had scoped out the spot.
Yeah. We got our badges. We dealt with that very unpleasant man.
That guy did not want to let us in.
It was so weird.
I don't know what was on here. Okay.
Yeah, for everybody at home, we had not only like the official photographer / like head volunteer for the expo with us, but we also had like not only the blessing, but also the physical presence of like one of the head promoters, I guess, sort of programmers for the event with us. And yet this doorman at the Portland Convention Center was like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. And we're just like, bro, you're standing in front of the fucking like name tag handout place. We need media badges and guest badges. What are you doing? And it was just crazy. We got like Karen'd by management.
Yeah.
It was very weird.
Yeah. He looked like great value. The guy, what's his name? Like Dan something, but it's the guy who created Phineas and Ferb.
We're gonna dox this guy live on air.
Are you talking about Starburns?
No, Dan Povenmire. They didn't create Phineas and Ferb. Starburns? No. Dan Povenmire. He kind of looked like great value Dan Povenmire a little bit.
Oh yeah, except with a ponytail. I distinctly remember this guy had a ponytail.
Yeah, it was the most power he's ever had in his life.
While we were waiting on that to resolve, we all piled into a photo booth.
Yeah.
So it was like, imagine like 7 people crammed into like a 2-person photo booth. It was pretty funny.
If you want to throw it up on screen, Leslie, I'll forward you the.
I think I've got a digital still from that photo.
Should. Yeah. But yeah, so we had a really good time, and contrary to last year, we were really busy this year comparatively, and so especially with like everybody there and stuff. So we weren't handlers this year like we were last year. So we got a chance to kind of like look at the convention floor a little bit more, which was really cool. And then once we kind of settled, we went back to the hotel room and recorded the Patriot Club, and that was a lot of fun.
We were all just like really sexually tense from being crammed in rooms together, and so it was nice to just open the release valve and talk about pornography for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I didn't participate, but the guys they did some stuff.
Oh, geez. Did I miss that?
No, you were there. That's probably for the best. You don't remember.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why I was walking funny after that.
True. But yeah, so that was that, and then we had a really great Friday, and then into Saturday, we had a chance to talk to well, did we do? No, it was before or after the cast panel we talked to Debbie and David, because we had the interview with David and Debbie. That was Friday, wasn't it?
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we talked to David and Debbie before the cast panel.
Yeah. So we had that on Friday, and you can go and check out that episode of the podcast. It's up on the main feed where we talked to David Hayter and Debi Mae West in a joint interview.
I believe episode 235.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 3 episodes back from this one.
And then Saturday we got to do a cast panel. So me and Alessio hopped on stage with David Hayter, Debi Mae West and Paul Eiding, and had a really, really great panel. David told a story in this panel that he's never told before, which was super cool to discover in the moment. So that's very cool.
Yeah, we won't spoil it here. You've got to listen to the next 45 minutes.
We're going to pop it in there. So please check that out here in a second. For the video viewers, Alessio, do you want to kind of tell them the deal? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, unfortunately, and this isn't any shade on Hans from the PRGE folks. Hans was our he's like sort of oversees the media for the entirety of the expo, and super great guy. He even, like, I've never seen this before in my life. There was like a panel guest who like noped out of being a panelist due to like personal reasons or illness or something, and Hans legit just like walked up and took over the panel. It was pretty wild.
Like, I know about this, I'll just do it. And it was like, all right.
But
badass over here.
Super great guy. Hans is great, but again, essentially what happened on 2 of these videos is there were just some issues with the cameras, and every panel had, I think, 3 cameras set up, and obviously they couldn't be manned for every single panel because there's like 6 going on at once at any given moment, or I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 6. And so anyway, their cameras for this cast panel that you guys are going to watch, the primary master shot was a little blurry, which is kind of frustrating. It's out of focus. And then the secondary camera that got sort of the closer angle of the table totally removed me from it, which is, I mean, it's whatever. I don't care. But the secondary shot it shoots in 6-minute bursts. And I don't know if it encompasses the entirety of it, but I think what I'm going to do for the purposes of this video is I think I will put like the master shot, I'll kind of do like a split screen thing, so you guys will be able to see both angles. And then I don't know if I've got a secondary angle for any of the other ones, but this is the one that he provided a secondary angle for. So yeah, anyway, small hiccup, and there will be one more before the end of the episode.
Okay. So take it away.
Yay.
Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. The host of Metal Gear Mondays has been doing a podcast about Metal Gear and associated stuff related to it for about a decade now. I'm Liliana Wright. And we know we're not the reason you're here. So we're going to introduce our panelists for today. We have Sean Barker, May Zadler, and Paul Otis.
Oh, hold on. We're getting some information in.
Yeah, we're getting some word from the back. This is actually Debi Mae West, David Hayter, and Paul Eiding. That's true. Give them another round of applause, everybody. Come on.
All right. We kept you waiting, huh?
All right, guys. So, A, thank you for coming. It would have been embarrassing if you didn't.
Sure.
B, just to kick things off, for anybody who may or may not know, if you pretend right now that you're at a party, and that party is the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and somebody says, "What the hell do you do for a living?" What do you guys tell them? Let's start with Debbie.
What I do for a living?
Yeah, what do you do for a living? Where would I know you from?
Oh, I talk a lot for a living, and I stand in front of a microphone, and I make video games or movie trailers. I'm the voice of the Olympics. I used to be the voice of Fred Meyer for 16 years, so in Portland. I said, "What's on your list today?" About 1 million times. That's what I do for a living.
Didn't you just win an Emmy?
Yes, I did. Thank you for that. Yes, I won an Emmy for with NBC Sports for the Paris Olympics because it was awesome, and they won 16 sports Emmys, and it was the first time they gave one to an announcer. So thank you so much.
She's the voice of the Olympics.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Sorry, David. What do you do?
I sell life insurance. There are never any follow-up questions.
Paul? I'm sorry.
Told you.
What kind of insurance do you sell, David?
Life insurance. How are you fixed for a policy?
I'm wide open right now. Actually.
Oh, God damn it.
Do you do auto as well?
Damn it.
Can you bundle my home and auto with that, or is that?
I don't
like
even know what that means. I've gone down a terrible road here.
Nobody ever asks questions.
I typically just try to explain what I do. Say that I'm like, do you play video games? And they're like, no. And I'm like, do you watch movies? And they're like, sure. And I'm like, okay, well, there's probably something I've done that you know.
Museum cop in X-Men.
I was the museum cop in the first X-Men, yeah.
Paul, what do you do?
I'm an actor. I act. Yeah, I is this thing on?
Hello? I can give you my mic if need be.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm an actor. I do
There he is.
film and TV, voiceover, and I'm in rehearsal for a play right now. So, yeah.
Woo!
To follow that up, imagine that same party is happening in 1995. What do you tell them then?
1995. Oh my gosh, I'm the voice of Lucky on 101 Dalmatians cartoon series. Let's party! And then I turn on Prince and I party like it's 1999, but I'm 4 years early.
Yeah, in 1995, I would start with, are the drinks free? Because I'm very poor. In 1995, I was the voice of Captain America on the mid-90s Spider-Man show. So I would probably say, that I am the first Canadian Captain America.
Let's go.
And let's win one for democracy.
95, I was, I would say that
You were an actor?
yeah, I'm an actor. I'm Perceptor, the most intelligent of the Autobots. And I'm No Zone from the Toxic Crusaders. And
I don't think they can hear him.
Can we get a little more juice in Paul's mic?
I know.
I can also just hand you my mic if you want.
Let's get juicy mics.
I always get this. It's how they treat the Colonel.
Yeah. Test.
Anti-military. That's what it is.
Well, it's Portland, so
That was awesome.
we don't need the mics.
Could you hear me in the back just then? Wait till I yell snake. So yeah, I'm. What didn't you hear? I'm a Perceptor, the most intelligent of the Autobots, because that started in the '80s, and I'm No Zone from the Toxic Crusaders, and at this point I'm a Smurf. Yeah, I'm.
No. Who do you voice?
Chimney Sweep Smurf.
It's not an actual Smurf.
No, just a little blue one.
He's just a little guy. So you all have been doing this for 30 plus years, some of you longer. Not
Thanks
saying
a
who.
lot.
Yeah. How different has it been going from 1995 to 2025, like in the world of acting, for screenwriting for you, David? Like, how has it been different these last 30 plus years?
My car is a lot nicer. Yeah, how's it been different? I don't know. I mean, it's not. people ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, the business has changed so much, and it's so much harder to get things made. It's so much harder to become a voice actor." And I'm like, "Yeah, remember back in the '90s when it was easy, when they'd just be like, here's $20 million, go make a movie." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Didn't even occur to me. So I mean, there's AI and there's all that bullshit. And excuse me, I've corrupted your baby over there. Les enfants terribles. But I kind of find it all the same in that, it just takes passion, it takes hard work, it takes networking, getting out there and relating with people in the business and finding your way. So I don't find it terribly different. So I don't know if that's a good answer or not, but that's what I'm going with.
Go with it. Go, Paul.
Well, for me, I moved to LA in the 80s and got lucky with getting the voiceover work. I didn't move to LA to do voiceover work. I meant to do, film, TV, all that other stuff. But got lucky. For me, the late 80s and the 90s, a lot of Saturday morning cartoons. Hanna-Barbera was going crazy. Sunbow was going crazy. So there was a lot of work. It wouldn't be strange to have 4 or 5 jobs in a week, which is, I don't know about you rest of y'all, but that ain't the way it is now. So it was halcyon days for me as far as animation was concerned. The other thing for me that it's changed, back then we were all in the room together. The concept of working with other actors in a room and being able to play off of each other has been lost. We got to work with each other doing Metal Gear, but generally you're in there by yourself. And then it's all up to the director and the editors to put things together. And it works, but as an actor, I prefer working face-to-face with the other actors. So that's changed for me. But everything is said about, just getting out there, networking, and doing your job, which is getting the job. That's the tough part. Once you get the job, that's heaven, buddy. But getting the job is the job.
That's really, really insightful. Yeah, seriously. Sorry, I hear, I don't know. Working in film and TV, it's like I've never heard somebody put it that eloquently. So thank you for saying that, Paul.
I said something good?
Well, so for me, how's it different? Well, in 1995, again, I did a lot more animation and a lot more games early on in my career, but then I went into the promo world. And so I started working at home on HGTV, I mean, a long, long time ago. And that was, for me, so I've been alone in my home booth for many, many years. I would say almost 30 years. And so it hasn't really changed for me, but the business has changed because now everyone's in their home booth. And it used to be that, back in the 90s, there was so much work in LA and there were only, even though it sounds like a lot, about 5,000 people. I remember Kathy Kelmanson, she's a big casting director. She said there's 5,000. Now I would say there's how many? Hundreds of thousands of people trying to do voiceovers or some of them actually doing them. But everyone pretty much has a home studio now, and that's the game. And like Paul said, the job really is auditioning. And it's challenging because we used to go to casting offices back in 1995. And so I would drive around town and sometimes go to the same casting office twice in a day, go to my agents and read 15 pieces of copy, then go run around back to the casting offices. So it was all day. It was wild. It was so much fun. And we all knew each other and we all saw each other. And now everyone, I go to some of these conventions now and I see people that maybe have been in the business for, 10 years or so doing anime. I do a lot of anime shows and I don't know who they are. I'm like, who are all these people? Because I knew all the people from the 90s and we all knew each other and it was a really close-knit family. And so I do miss those days actually. But being at home all alone.
just with all the things that we've talked about, like David, you've mentioned everything that you've done as, like you've done a ton of screenwriting, you've done producing, directing. Debbie, we just talked about your Emmy and the Olympics, and I know that you love to surf and stuff. And Paul, you're a big fan of going to Ireland, I guess. Like, I know that about you. Did you guys ever imagine that the voice acting would carry you? And I know obviously you've all done other things, but the voice acting would be this underlying current that would kind of push you through for this long?
Never.
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 Kinda?
Yeah, because I started out on stage. Honestly, truly is my first love, because it's the scariest thing that you do, because your face is hanging out in front of everybody, and there's no one helping you, no second take. So it's terrifying, but rewarding, because you feel the audience, and you know that you're having a shared experience. And so I moved to LA for film and TV. Had no idea that the voiceover would take over a lot of my career. And it wasn't until the cons happened that we got a chance to really, this is going to sound weird, and I've got some friends who if this is being filmed or taped, they're going to give me a hard time with it. This is the first time you can really feel the audience and feel the reaction to what your work has meant to them, or the game has meant to them. I take the idea of there being a fan of mine, I have a hard time with. A fan of my work and a fan of the games, I really relish, because it's something that we've shared, and we are nothing without you, and you need the games because you've played them and you care about them. But I had no idea back in the day that this would propel me around the world, meeting folks for my voice work. It's like, who'd have thunk it? Except for David.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to make it clear, I'm very careful not to feel the audience.
I knew it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a different age, and everybody's got HR. So, what happened to me, I wanted to be Tom Cruise or Harrison Ford, or, that was my goal. I was going to be a big action star. And when I was 16, sort of. When I was 16, I was living in Japan. I went to this international high school in Kobe. And a Japanese video game company came to our school and said, we need 4 guys who speak English to do these Japanese arcade games. It was 1985, so that's 40 years ago. I was 16. And so I went down and I did these video games. I wish I knew what they were, and they never told us, but we did a bunch of, pilot voices, soldier voices, stuff like that. And it was so fun that I started seeking out like English language voice tape work, and anything I could do in a booth in Japan, I would do. And so it really and I had trained in theater, and I had, sort of developed this voice so you could hear me at the back of the room, and I could do a bunch of accents and voices and stuff. And so it really kind of felt very natural. And then when I went to Hollywood, so I was 21 or something like that, and I got a guest star role on a show called Major Dad, where I played this Russian character. I was a young Russian man. And I got hired by legendary director Gordon Hunt to play a Russian on Captain Planet. And I was like, oh my God, suddenly I'm back doing voiceover. And it really felt like it was meant to be. So I kind of got swept up in it. And it's so funny because I think if I'd have pursued it, I'd have never gotten anywhere. If I was like, I want to be a voice actor, they'd have been like, go to hell. But I just fell into it, and I loved it so much, and I always have. So it kind of felt like destiny, just like being in the box.
I never in a million years imagined I would be a voice actor. I wanted to be a rock and roll star, and I went to a jazz school to become a rock star, weirdly, and sang in a 20 and 40 piece big band. And that was back in the early 80s. And then apparently I became a Buddhist monk. I don't know, it says that somewhere. on the internet.
I read that last night, and then I brought it up, and then Debbie said, I was just a Buddhist. I was not a monk.
He was like, didn't you go to monk school? And I was like, what the hell is monk school?
But I really did want to save planet Earth. I was born the week that JFK was shot. Sorry to tell you how old I am, boy. But I came to the planet and everyone was crying the day that I was born on the day after Thanksgiving. And I still want to save planet Earth, but the only thing I can do now is spread a little bit of love and a little bit of joy, one hug at a time at these wonderful conventions and meeting strangers. I love meeting strangers. Don't be a stranger, yo. That's my alter ego. And but anyway, I didn't have the voice to go on the road because I have this crazy scratchy voice. So I wasn't blessed with the sustainability to be a rock star. And so I became a Buddhist. and then I
that does not pay as well.
It definitely doesn't pay as well. But
say.
anyway, I really fell into voiceovers. This woman that I knew in the monk school, she led me to believe that there was something I could do. She took me to the reading for the blind, actually, on Vermont Avenue and in Los Angeles. And I read the newspaper for the blind, and that was what I started. But then these guys were doing taxi cab confessions. Did anyone ever see that show?
Yes, I did.
My two friends, Harry and his brother, made that show, and they said, will you do something for us? And my first ever voiceover was, our sun, a very ordinary star, is one of 100 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy. I don't know why I remember that, but anyway, the rest is history. Thank you very much, everybody.
Scared the hell out of me. That guy came out of nowhere.
We got Paul's juice.
Yes. Hot swap the juice.
Hot swap.
Test.
I broke the microphone.
There you go.
So,
Thank you, sound person.
give it up for Storm. So you all have done a lot of stuff, but the combination of people up here, famous for Metal Gear, would you say, is it fair to say that Metal Gear changed your life, or is that too much?
Yeah, it changed my life. I auditioned for Metal Gear, and Jennifer Hale takes credit. She says she recommended me to come in and audition, so I'm going to give that to her. And then I was, it was 1998. I'm good friends with Adam Duritz from the Counting Crows, so I was up at this house where they were recording their third album because they had free food, and I was very hungry at the time. And then my Motorola StarTAC phone rang, and I walked out to the pool. I sat on the diving board, and I was like, hello? And it was Jennifer Hale. And she goes, guess who's going to make some money? I was like, is it me? Because I really hope it's me. And I was like, my luck, it's probably her. And so she told me that I'd booked this game, and and then the first day we were recording, they played us the cutscene of Snake shooting down the Hind D helicopter, and being a gamer, I was like, oh my God, like this is going to be huge. And I knew that. I didn't know I'd be here 27 years later still talking about it, but I knew it was going to be big. Kojima did this thing that had never been done before, where when you introduce each character, there would be titles, and it said my name under the thing, like a movie star, like I always wanted. And I was like, holy crap, that's pretty good. And then weirdly, it changed my life. Became the signature role of my life. It's been defining me as an actor for nearly 3 decades. But then a year later, I ended up writing the movie X-Men, and that was my second big break. And so from 1998 to 2000, my life changed radically because of those 2 projects.
I would say for me, could I have a tiny more juice too? I'm losing my voice, so thank you. For me, I wouldn't say it changed my life. It made my life so much better because I did not used to do conventions. I didn't sign autographs. I've only been doing them for a couple of years. And this is actually the first time I've ever come to sign just like for a Metal Gear, for a gaming convention. I usually do anime for Naruto. But the way that it made my life better is that I've been in situations, and because I love to talk to strangers, and people are like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I do voiceovers. And, well, what have you done? And, and I always bring up Metal Gear. And I've met, boys who are coming home from the war in an airport, like 8 guys, and they're like, you're Meryl, and they're just like, oh my God, what? And then having these experiences, and I've had them many, many, many times where I know that it's going to tickle someone, and I can always like tell who a gamer is, upon meeting them, and so it definitely changed. It has changed my life. Voiceovers has changed my life. I mean, I've had an incredible life. And now I live in Hawaii and I surf every day and it's the coolest thing ever. And I still get to make voiceovers. But I would say that being Meryl, could you say it?
Meryl.
I love that sound. Just being able to play Meryl and I still don't know why I was picked. I mean, Jen, he brings up Jen. She's like one of the all-time great voiceovers of all time. And, and I'm so grateful that I got to play Meryl because she's just like such a cool character. And so, yeah, she changed my life, but she actually has made my life better in the game because I get to do the work that I feel like I was born to do, which is make the world brighter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's changed my life, but it certainly has enhanced it to a great degree. Just like she was saying, it's I've made so many friends through Metal Gear that we've met at different cons. Since I didn't start doing cons until 2010, because both my daughters were home and I didn't want to leave the house until they were off to college. Once they were off to college, and bye. And my wife would always travel with me. And I have friends that I made meeting at cons like this since then. And we stay in touch. I was telling some guys earlier, some guys from death metal bands up in Vancouver, from Australia, New Zealand. We stay in touch because we have a shared passion.
For death metal? I like that about you.
Okay, I'm going to tell this real quick story. I told somebody earlier,
oh, good.
Because you asked, the guy has a band, it's called Without Mercy. Children, covered the children's ears. On the front, it's black shirt, and across the front, it's in white script, Without Mercy. On the back, in also very large white, it says, you smell like a bitch. Okay? So I went to hear another friend who's got a death metal band in L.A. It's at one of these venues that one night they'll have oldies, one night they'll have country western, one night they'll have R&B, and then they'll have death metal. Well, I went to see my buddy playing, who's also an engineer, sound engineer. And I wore a vest like this over my T-shirt. So I go, and there's a bouncer at the door, and he looks at me and makes an assumption. And he said, oh, I think you got here on the wrong night. Motown is on Friday, and oldies are on. And I said, I just looked at the dude, I took off my shirt, and I turned around.
Like, do you realize what you smell like?
And the dude said, oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on in. So, and all that kind of stuff happens because of the passion that people share for a game. And I always tell people that I'm well known in certain circles, which is the best way to be well known. It's the best way. I love the fact that I can go someplace and someone at a Wendy's, of all places, will recognize my voice as Colonel Campbell.
Wow.
I mean, what more can you ask, man? You know, it's like, it's a joy. And and to hear the stories about people playing with their dad or their mom when they were real young and kept the bond together over a video game and learning so much and replaying the game and getting more out of it each time.
To make sure that I don't die.
There you go. It's a testament to the game, and we've all been, our lives have all been enhanced by it.
Yeah, and just to add to that, no, please go ahead. I don't know. If I step on Paul's applause, he'll get very upset.
You'll hear about it.
Yeah. I also want to point out that nearly all of us in the cast have remained friends ever since. I mean, some people are harder to find than others, but there's such a bond between everybody. It's so fun. And whenever we talk on the phone, I'll call Debbie and I'll be like, Meryl, this is Snake. And what will you say?
Snake goo.
So I do that with everybody, with the Colonel, with Otacon, everybody. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's cool, but it's cool. It's fun.
Even when we're texting back and forth, it's the Colonel and the Snake. It's like, yeah, that's the way it is.
So you mentioned that bonding experience recording that first game, and Paul, you mentioned that you did it all in the same area, so you can really feel each other in the space. It was in this very old house in Hollywood, and I think Game Informer even did a documentary about it in 2016. But what do you remember about the house and being in there and recording Metal Gear?
I don't think they remember anything, but I know
I just
Debbie's
remember
like,
the shag carpet.
Yeah, the shag carpet. So this was a house that was, I think it was owned or rented by a Japanese casting company. And because I have background in Japan, I had done some Japanese shows through this house. I had been to the house a number of times for various awfully weird gigs. And
porn movies?
Whoa, I can't discuss that. Yeah, just don't Google it. No. It was like weird Japanese game shows and stuff like that. I kept my trousers on. So, trouser snake. So I got called to this audition. I went and I was like, oh, it's the weird house. And then I knew the woman who sort of ran the house, Keiko, and I was like, hey, Keiko, and she's like, hello. And then I auditioned, and then I got the part, and we went in. And so it was the house of some former Hollywood star in the 40s or something, and it hadn't been decorated since the 70s, and it was just this weird living room. And then a riser with the sound equipment, the engineers, producers, 5 microphones lined up on stands, and then a monitor to show us what was happening in the game. And that was it. There was no, when we recorded, the producers had to be dead silent. They couldn't click the buttons out loud or anything like that. It was very, very strange. Oh, and we had to stop every time a motorcycle pulled up outside on Orange Street or an airplane would go over.
The garbage trucks would come by.
Yeah. But as Paul said, I had done, when I first did Captain Planet, we were all at Hanna-Barbera. We're all around, we're all in the same room doing it on mics. And so we did Metal Gear that way. And it was like a radio play. We all played together. And it made it so much cooler and so much better. We're all playing off these awesome actors. And then so every time I negotiated for subsequent Metal Gears, I put in my contract that we all did it that way. So as people were just doing games individually, every Metal Gear game we did in the same room, and I would just go into a room for months, and the best voice actors in the world would come in and do scenes with me, and it was a dream.
I think there was actually, not at the house, but when we were doing it at the studio, there was only one time that you either couldn't be there at the beginning, because we were together for every single line that Meryl recorded. And it just made it so much better because it's him, Snake. But But it really was like, because there's no, like anime, you're alone. You know, cartoons, you're together. Games, you're alone. But Metal Gear, I was never alone. I was always with David, and every single scene was done together. And it made it that much more real. I mean, seriously. And I think that it shows.
Paul, do you remember anything about the creepy house in Hollywood that no longer exists?
Was I there? Yeah, it was Rudolph Valentino's whole place.
The old Latin lover himself.
Yeah, Rudolph Valentino was a...
He had terrible taste.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was a pretty funky place, not in a good funky way either. Yeah, and how they got it to sound the way it did blew me away, because you're used to studios, you're used to a real setup, and like you said, everybody had to be really quiet. So it was, but it was fun. The thing that really blew me away when I got there and saw the script, and my script was big, but then I got a glance at his. It was insane. It was insane.
Yeah, we still got it done in 10 days, which was astounding. Metal Gear 4 took us 9 months to give you an idea of how things expanded. I'm going to tell a story that I have never told before.
Exclusive.
And it's about Paul Eiding, and I have never told Paul. So when I auditioned for Snake, I auditioned with my voice, which when I was younger sounded right about here. So it would have been, Colonel, this is Snake. I'm at the disposal facility. I know, it's terrible.
That's a very different video game.
It's terrible. You have a totally different video game, but that's how I got cast. I think because Kojima was a fan of this movie I was in, Guyver Dark Hero, right? And I think he was like, oh yeah, we'll take that guy. Thank you. You have excellent taste. So I read the script and I'm like, oh, this guy is older than me, and he's retired, and he's already a legend, and he's like bitter. And I was like, he can't sound like this, And so I just started developing this voice and sort of adding the rasp in or whatever. And then I met Paul, and he was like, I'm playing the Colonel. And then I was like, yeah, great. And so I start to, meaningless to me at this point.
And still.
So, no. Now it means a lot to me. Now I'm very fortunate. But so I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. He's like, nice to meet you. And then I'm like, Colonel, I'm at the disposal facility. And he's like, excellent, Snake. And I'm like, hey. I was like, I'm not doing this so you all be raspy. And that's absolutely true. I was a little bent out of shape, and then I was like, well, his voice is amazing, and he's killing it. So I got over it, within 10 minutes. But at first I was like, hey. Back off the rasp there, buddy. So I've never told that story to anyone. That is an absolute exclusive.
Love that story.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, I'm like, all the male actors are going to do this, and we're all going to be like, hey, blah, blah, blah.
And what about the females?
Well, even Meryl was raspy.
So I should have said, Snake, this is Colonel Campbell.
If I'd have had more power at that time, that's how it would have gone.
He suddenly was a Smurf.
Yeah.
Right.
What's gimmick infringement at that point?
All right, so speaking of 10 minutes, we have like 10-ish minutes, so I do want to throw it to a Q&A. Just because there's so many of you and it's going to become pure chaos, I just want to plug stuff. So super quick, they're all going to be signing at the booths afterwards, so please go visit them. Just anything you can't ask in the next 10 minutes, please ask them at their booth.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing another panel with David tomorrow at noon that is going to be pure chaos and a lot of fun, so please come to that. And then we are doing a live episode of Metal Gear Mondays tonight at 7, the only panel happening after hours. So come check us out. So let's do some questions. I'm just going to jump down, I guess. I don't know how best to do this.
Don't die.
I'm not going to break my legs, I hope.
I need you.
No, I'm just kidding. Let me take it to this guy.
This is also David and Debbie's first convention together.
Yes, ever. Yeah, first and last.
Right. Hi, David.
Hey.
It's good to actually hear your voice in person for once.
Right?
I wanted to ask, how did you find the rasp? You told the story, but did you have to experiment? And does it hurt?
No.
It doesn't hurt?
No,
Do you
no.
just talk from the throat, or how do you? Where do you talk from?
I do it all day, every day. At these
Okay.
things. And by the end of the day, my voice sounds like this. I've really warmed it up. No, it's like a stage technique. It's sort of like a singing technique. I just am able to swallow it back till it starts to get raspy. And it doesn't strain you. Like if you're doing it like this, it'll kill you and you can't do it for 9 months.
Yeah.
So I figured it out, but it wasn't really, I didn't do it on purpose. I was just reading the script and I was like, Colonel, if I wanted to be left alone and I was a legend, it'd kind of be here. And it was really just the script kind of dictated where it would be. And then, in the middle of the first day, Chris Zimmerman said, "Can I play the voice you auditioned with?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so she played it, and I was like, "I can do it that way." And she goes, "No, I think this is working. How do you feel?" And I was like, "Tasty." I just kind of felt it would work, and I was kind of excited about it, so I felt that would come through.
Mm-hmm. Does it usually come from the throat or come from the nose?
No, it comes from the throat.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can tell you where it really comes from.
Whoa. One quick last announcement before I hand this off one more time. So they're actually going to be taking lunch after this, so they'll be at their booth signing at 1:45 is what I was
I
just
probably won't take a long lunch, so I'll be at my booth sooner.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Another question.
Hey there. I just wanted to ask this for each of you. Either what was the most unique line you recorded from any Metal Gear or your favorite line from any Metal Gear? It was most fun to record.
Wow. The most unique line. Well, there's, talking about Johnny Sasaki and that he's got dysentery, and I would say diarrhea. Or you must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yeah.
That was pretty unique. I haven't done that one again.
I've never played the game. I'm so sorry. I wish I could play it. Is it being played here? Can I watch people play it? I did watch it over at Vanessa Marshall's house once. We did a little live interview while people were playing. But we got the scripts right then and there, and we never got to take anything away. So I don't have a lot of huge memories, but of course, careful, I'm no rookie. That's a great line. But I was doing some research a few months back because I knew I would sign some autographs and I would want to have some quotes. And for some reason I saw this, I hope I'm not making it up, but I did say to Snake, "I thought you said you were into dogs."
Well, I got a few from Sons of Liberty.
Yeah.
One that I get most requests for is the whole line. I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw's space with a tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey rock. I need scissors, 61.
Yeah. Paul, did you ever get the scissors?
Say what?
Did you ever get those scissors?
What did you say?
Did you ever get the scissors?
What?
Scissors.
No. I got a straight razor. You want to see it?
All right, so this is for David. I'm sure you get this question a lot, but would you be willing to voice Snake in a potential future Metal Gear game?
How much are you putting up?
Oh.
There you go.
No, I would do Snake anytime, anywhere, anytime they ask, I'm there.
All right, sweet.
I'll do them too.
Whoa. All right, I think we may only have time for one more, but depending on how this goes, we might have one more. I don't know.
But come to the tables and ask questions if you want.
Hi, big fan.
Hello. You're not that big.
Okay, so do you guys remember Super Smash Brothers Brawl?
It's showtime.
Yeah!
Of course, yeah.
How much fun did you have voicing that?
Oh, all the fun? It was the most fun. So we were recording Metal Gear 4, and then Nintendo Konami told us, Nintendo wants to do this crossover with Super Smash. Will you stay? Or it's in the middle of the day that Nintendo came to record. In the middle of our Metal Gear 4 day, the codec calls between me and the Colonel and me and Otacon. And it was so fun because, Snake is so ultra serious, but the games are also fairly ridiculous at times. And so whenever Snake gets to be funny, it's the best. So, do you know who that Snake? Do you know who that is? Of course, that's Mario.
That's awesome.
It was a blast. And,
it was great fun. And of course, it was hard to get through a couple of the lines when I'm warning him about Wario. His superpower is farting. Like, okay, all right.
They just love farting, those Japanese, don't they?
By farting. Yeah, it was a blast. It was just a whole different energy. And then they left, and we went back to the tragic story of aging, dying Snake, while Meryl goes off and marries Johnny Sasaki.
But Meryl lets me walk her down the aisle.
Yeah, that's adorable.
She doesn't shoot me.
She's like, Snake, are you gonna come to my wedding? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go to my ranch and die.
Nice.
Have fun.
So that is all the time we have. Can we please get a round of applause for Debbie, David, and Paul?
Thanks, guys, and thank you, Portland. Come and see us.
I guess you get these. Is this my gift?
Yes, that's for you.
Awesome.
That was a ton of fun. Like you said, we had the very fun story in there about David being
turning everyone's voice gruff.
Yeah, making everybody do the same voice or do a different voice because that's copyright infringement. And Paul having his anti-military
love it
screaming match. That was very funny to witness in the room. Yeah, I hope you liked that.
It was a fun time, and they all apparently really enjoyed the panel. Debi Mae West told the showrunners that she really enjoyed it, and it was one of her favorite panels.
That's so cool.
Like ever. So that's sick. That felt like a huge win. I was really nervous going into it. So for us to hear that feedback, I think within 2 hours after.
It was panel, like pretty quick. Because we heard it from Allie, because Allie wound up going to dinner.
Yeah.
With them when we were doing the live show, and we heard it from Allie first, and then we heard it from Sean. So
y'all show up very well researched with very unique questions, and I think that goes a long way.
Yeah, originally and I mean, you guys know because you listened to it, but originally the panel concept was supposed to be more in depth about like the actual recording of, and I was real nervous that Debbie wasn't going to be able to contribute a lot. But I think we did a good job of like keeping her engaged. Mm-hmm. I do wish we could have gone a little bit more in depth into like the actual recording of, but I think we got about as deep as we could have with some of the panelists.
You saying that makes me realize I'm surprised that there has never been like a official like documentary of like the Metal Gear.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I'm doing a novel that is literally that in written form. I guess not a novel, but like a nonfiction memoir.
I'm pumped for that.
Yeah,
that's gonna be so sick.
I've been doing way too much fucking research on like the history of this house, by the way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to probably send the first chapter to David, and then ask him if he would be down to do like a 2 or 3 hour phone call to just like record his take and then just use it for like research.
That'll be awesome.
What if he'll do the audiobook?
Oh shit. That would actually be fucking
that would be awesome.
That would be bananas. So my other hope too is like, even though he probably won't do like an actual podcast interview, I'm hoping that I can get Chris to hook me up with her ex-husband. And so I can, I don't know, if do a phone call, great, but I also kind of want to just like go out to him and then do it in person and maybe take a picture or two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, nobody's fucking talked to the voice of Ocelot since like
the
forever.
Original voice of Ocelot.
I don't even know if they've ever talked to him. I don't even know if he ever did an interview. So yeah, I mean, if I can convince him to do the podcast, great. But I do want to get some like not off the record stuff, but like some more like in-depth stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, keep an eye out for that. I'm sure I will promote it as we get closer to it, and I would love it if everybody would buy a copy. Unlike my novel that I'm publishing through like a small press, I think I'm actually going to pitch this one for real to like video games, like specific publishers, and see if somebody wants to pick it up. So in doing research, I actually bought a bunch of Metal Gear books, and one of them, which I never knew existed, is called Metal Gear Solid by Ashley and Anthony Birch. And this is a read. It's part of a series from Boss Fight Books. And it's pretty old, actually. I think it's from like the early 2000s. No, actually, wow, actually fairly recent, 2015. So like in the last 10 years. But the format's pretty cool. It's Ashley and Anthony essentially remembering their memories playing Metal Gear as kids, but then like kind of like Anthony will write 5 or 6 pages, and then Ashley will comment and write 5 or 6 pages back, which is pretty cool. So it's sort of like a dialogue between them.
So what you're saying is we have to get Anthony and Ashley Birch on the podcast.
Oh, 100%. So, but yeah, it's been fun. This one, I bought it specifically to see if there would be some information I could glean from it, but unfortunately there's not really. It's just kind of like the podcast that we do, but in book form, kind of. But anyway, that's a fun read, and it's pretty cheap. I think I bought it online used for like $5 or something. So you guys should check it out.
Well, all this being said, we mentioned that we heard from Allie initially that Debbie loved the panel, and we didn't get to go to dinner with David and Debbie because we had to do
handlers.
We weren't handlers, but we might have gotten invited. That's not the point. I'm trying to segue. Mr. Summerfield into the fact that during that event,
Oh, we didn't even explain that. We have yet to explain the Summerfield.
We've got one more. We'll
we'll let it ride.
We'll talk about it at the end. We'll let it ride. We got to keep them hooked, you know. Saturday night we did PRGE After Dark, and we did our very first live episode in front of actual people. It was not an insignificant turnout.
It was pretty good. I mean, it was like sub 100 people, but it was still.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I don't know, probably like 50 people, 60 people.
It was not
it was
bad.
good.
And we had Chad and Nick on stage playing Snake's Revenge while we all talked about it. So it was me, Alessio, James kind of commentating while Nick and Chad kind of traded controllers playing Snake's Revenge on stage and talking about their experiences with it. And it was a ton of fun. That is, we talked about this last week, but just to reiterate, you're going to get that entire thing as an episode here in a couple of weeks. That's going to be our final episode of 2025. So exciting there, but we wanted to kind of throw up a little preview, a little teaser here so that you can kind of get an idea of what you're in for. And if I'm not mistaken, this is like the one recording that didn't have any
it's like the flawless recording.
Yeah. For the $10 patrons, when you see this clip and when you get the episode, you're gonna see unmolested.
Yeah. So I will say this. So this episode, obviously, the video for this episode will be for $10 people. The video for the live episode will be for $10 people. But I will say, if you sign up for our Patreon as a free user, I will break out the panels, like the cast panel and the David panel, and just upload those for everybody because PRGE is going to do it anyway on their social. So I will make the panels kind of on their own, not part of this episode, but like at least the cast and the David panel, I will put those up. It'll just be one shot. I'm not going to do anything fancy.
Yeah.
So you'll just get like the master shot for those two. So if you want to sign up for free, it'll probably be a higher quality version than what's going to go on the PRGE YouTube. So patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays.
I do want to go around the table and just talk about like first sort of interactions with this game. So Lily, I'm curious, when did you come to touch this game in any way, shape, or form?
I don't. I
not like that.
You have to leave.
I'm sorry.
What's
your first
when
experience?
Did you come to touch this game for the first time?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Lily, a better question. When did this game touch you for the first time?
Good job.
When I was 12 years old.
No.
I legitimately have never played this game before because very specifically when we did this episode for the podcast, I was not on it because I think I was sick. And so it was just Nick and Alessio. So I've never played it.
Wow.
The most prep work I've done for this is the days before this convention, so that I had some type of frame of reference, but also I didn't do a great job. So it's gonna be so cool for me to just be here.
I don't mean to call you out.
Yeah.
But I think you may have repressed your memory of this game.
Do you
because
think
of
so?
You are on that episode.
Was I?
You are on that episode. And
there's no fucking way I was on that episode.
It was so
Lily,
dramatic.
it's the estrogen. It wiped your memory.
I'm a whole new person. What is happening?
Look, that was like 8 years and one gender ago, Nick. Okay.
It's true.
So while you do
you can't
that,
expect me to remember things with my lady brain.
while you do that, Chad, what's your experience with this game?
So the day was Saturday, October 18th, at a lovely 8:30 in the morning. I decided to start my day by playing this in bed in my hotel.
What year, Chad?
Oh, 2025
Oh,
today.
okay, cool.
And I played it for about 30 minutes. And then I think I sent the group chat a photo of my Steam Deck with like the death continue screen and said, I hate this fucking thing. And that's about it.
Nice. Nick?
Well, as established, I played it for the show. That was my first time playing it. And I didn't get the memo. Everybody bailed on it about halfway, maybe 60% of the way through. Again, Lily, I think you got further than Alessio.
No way.
What the fuck are you talking about? There's no fucking
Lily,
way.
you got a world record speed run. Do you not remember?
You talk.
Yeah. You do your thing. Yeah.
I didn't get the memo that we didn't have to complete the game for the
Oh,
show.
no, Nick.
And I finished the game.
Thank you.
Can we get a round of applause?
Thank you. Which really is an accomplishment. So,
Yeah, did everybody that's played it finish it? No.
Did anyone that's...
Anyone?
Oh, we got one.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Yeah, big round of applause there.
There's a whole 2 of them in this room. Oh, no. There was a sadness in your voice when you said that. Oh. Well, congratulations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I like
That's
it.
awesome.
I like it.
Okay, cool.
Really quick, can I?
Yeah.
I was on the episode.
Wow. Confirmed amnesia.
54. That was in 2017.
Wow. That was a very long time ago, to be fair.
I must have. I must have hated this fucking thing.
Yeah.
You've been in a coma for 9 years.
You have to wake up.
Wake up.
Hi.
We had a really great night, and like I said, we had fun. I think that was the night we went and had dinner up at the roof of the hotel that was opposite our hotel. Because it was like
afterwards. I thought that because it ended late. So I think I think you're right. I can't remember when we did the thing with Emma.
No, that would have been either Friday night or no, that was Saturday night. That was Saturday night because no,
it had to have been Friday night because we weren't doing anything Friday night.
I can't remember because Allie was with us when we went there, and Allie would have been. It doesn't matter. We went and had dinner at Din Tai Fung at
some point, but it was actually pretty
we
good.
had rooftop dinner at another point, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We had rooftop dinner twice, and that place was sick.
It was so cool. But yeah, so we did that on Saturday, and then Sunday rolled around. And Sunday, it would have had to have been Saturday we got Din Tai Fung because so Friday would have been when they got dinner together. Doesn't matter. Whatever. My brain is like going like.
I think Thursday and Friday for you might be bleeding together.
They might be like my brain is like rubber banding back to the point because Emma and Al went back to Seattle Sunday afternoon.
Oh, I see.
So we would have had to have done dinner.
Yeah, it would have had to have been Saturday.
Yeah,
and then I think we did second rooftop without James, so that definitely happened Sunday night.
That was Sunday night, and then so that must have been.
Yeah, we had a good lunch at that weird like sports bar across the street.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That sports bar was fun. I like
it was a lot of fun.
That's good.
But yeah, so Sunday morning rolls around, and we had a check in with our good pal Paul.
Can we talk about the? Can we talk about the scare?
The little snafu.
I was like, I was.
The scare.
I was worried.
Yeah, please
and then Allie got worried because I like hit her up to be like, "Do you know what's going on?" Yeah. So essentially, Lily and I are in the lobby waiting for Paul, who had told us he was going to meet us, I think, at like 9.
Mm-hmm.
And so Lily and I get down there because we're like, I think last year Paul showed up early, so we were like, let's just get down there at like 8:45. If he shows up early, we'll be here. 9:15 rolls around, and me and Lily are like, dude, what's going on? Did he forget? And I looked at the group text with David, Debbie, and Paul from before, and I was like, no, he definitely responded. So we sent the text to the right number. And as a joke, kind of, I was like, shit, should we do a wellness check? But then as soon as I said it, me and Lily just kind of stared at each other and we were like, fuck, should we do like a fucking wellness check for real? Because like Paul's in his like, what, mid-70s? I think.
Something like that, yeah.
And so we were like, shit. And I think we had just been talking about Bob Saget earlier because of like, I can't remember why he came up, but Lily perfectly teed up me to be able to say, she was like, yeah, he bumped his head and he went to bed. And I was like, and he never got up in the morning. So that was a fun bucket list.
That's insane.
But anyway, I texted Allie because Allie was the handler for all the celebrity talent booking people. And I was like, Allie, is Paul there with you? And she was like, no. And I was like, uh-oh. Allie, have you heard from Paul? She was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, here's the situation. We're waiting. He's kind of late. We're starting to get a little worried. Should we do a wellness check? And she was like, I think you should. I'm a little nervous now too. And so we were like, fuck. And so anyway, it's like 9:30 that rolls around and we're like, oh no. And then right as we're like kind of getting the courage to go talk to the front desk, Paul just like comes out of the elevator bank.
And he's like, I'm so sorry. I got distracted watching soccer.
Yeah.
He said, I have my routine on Sundays where I'll get up early and I'll watch soccer. And I just got lost in the thing. And I think he's a
Man U guy, I thought.
No, he's a Liverpool guy.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think part of what also contributed to us being scared is that Allie had mentioned that Paul didn't go to dinner the night before.
Yeah. And
so that's what we were worried about. We were like, shit, did he not feel good? And then something bad happened.
And we found out through this process that he skipped dinner because he was on a call about his play that he is doing in Los Angeles right now. So he talks about it in the interview, but I do want to bring it up now. Paul is currently doing Heisenberg, which is a play by Simon Stevens at the Skylight Theater Company right now in LA.
Oh, that's sick.
It started on November 20th, but it's going through December 22nd. So if you happen to be in the vicinity and you want to check out Paul doing this really cool play, you can check it out. Heisenberg is a love story of two people, Alex and Georgie, who have relinquished the possibility of ever truly being known. Through observing and sharing space and time, they alter each other's trajectories and evolve away from the safety of stasis, which sounds just incredibly interesting and very mysterious and cool. So Paul is playing Alex, and then his co-star Jules Hoover is playing Georgie, and they're the only two actors in the play. So
I think it's single location as well, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So it's very like I don't know. I think in the interview I made a comment about like it sounds like it's like very Waiting for Godot-esque, but then Paul was like, yeah, but it's like so much more. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So it's at the Skylight Theater, 1816 and a half, I guess, North Vermont Avenue in LA. You can email boxoffice@skylighttheater.org for tickets or call the office at 213-761-7061. And like we said, it's going to be going until December 22nd. So you have a little bit, slightly less than a month if you're in the area and you want to see it, to check it out.
Yeah. Go support Paul. Even if you're not like
Yeah.
super into theater, you should go just to like hook him
And,
up.
and honestly, if you're not super into theater, go see Paul, and you might become super into theater, because like
Yeah,
live
that's a good
theater
point.
is
like
intense.
Yeah.
Like,
You should be into theater, number one. Number two, this could be the moment.
Yeah.
So,
To support Paul, you know what you should do, just because every performance is like a little different, just go see it every night.
just
go
go
see
all
Paul.
of them.
Just
Yeah.
go all of them.
keep a diary of what's different night
Yeah.
to night, and give it to Paul at the end so he can see his evolution of the performance.
Also, you guys should check out, you'll hear it in the interview, but you guys should check out Paul's wife, her 2 books that she wrote. They're like 2 parts of like a single story. I bought the first one on ebook. It's actually not expensive. I think it's like $5 or something. And then his daughter does the audiobook. And I listened to the sample and she does a really good job. But the book's pretty good. It's like period, sort of Irish fantasy, kind of. It's pretty cool. The first chapter is actually pretty intense. It ended in a pretty crazy way, so I'm excited to keep going. I meant to continue reading it, but I think I bought a copy of it right after we got back, and I read it for maybe a night or two, but I got to go back and pick it up. But yeah, here's Paul.
This is our annual
Yeah.
Paul Eiding check-in.
At this point, this is the second annual Metal Gear Mondays Paul Eiding powwow. We'll call it.
Yeah. So what have you been reading?
Actually, I have been reading my wife's books.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Did I tell you about that last night?
I don't think you did.
My wife has written 2 novels.
Okay.
It's not a genre that I would normally read because it's historical. Well, it's not romantic. Okay. One of the reviews said they would call it Jane Austen meets Hannibal Lecter.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Now I want to read this book.
Yeah, it's they're 2 books. She had actually written it as one, and they said you got to split it. It's too long. Sure. It's a tome. Sure.
Yeah.
So split it into 2. So the first one is Favored by Fortune.
Okay.
And the second one is Face of Fortune.
Got it. Okay.
And it takes place in England in the 18th century.
Got it.
And she's got a villain there that is pretty dynamic.
Got it.
Pretty amazing.
Nice.
So I've actually read them. To be honest, I listened to the first one because my daughter, Connor, who's also a voice actress, she recorded.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
So she did the audiobook.
It's a family
And
affair.
you can listen to it on a little sample of it, and she's really good. Nice. She is so much better because it takes place in England, Italy, Scotland, Ireland.
Globetrotting.
My daughter just changes the
That's really cool.
accents and whatnot, and the character is really much better than I do.
That's awesome.
Is that something that you're like proud of, that she followed in your footsteps a little bit, or is like, how do you feel about her being a voice actor?
I always view it 2 ways. Number one, both my daughters went to school for theater.
Yeah.
So that's bad parenting right there.
Sure.
But Connor and McKenna is now stand-up comic.
Yep.
And Connor is still doing theater, but she's not seeking it. They come for her because she's, during the pandemic, I don't know if we talked about this before. During the pandemic, she went back and got her master's in psychology, and she's also a therapist.
That's awesome.
Which is perfect transition for an actor to be therapy.
Yeah,
you know?
that's actually a really good point. I've never thought of
Yeah.
that. Paul, did your wife keep her maiden name or your name as far as people looking her up?
She was. She kept her maiden. I think it's under Colleen Kelly.
Got it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
But when we had the kids, we've hyphenated all of them.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
it's Colleen Kelly-Eiding.
Got it.
But I think it's listed as Colleen Kelly.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
If you look up Face of Fortune or Favored by Fortune,
you'll find
and you'll see Connor Kelly-Eiding as reading it. So
Got it. That's
very-
awesome.
that's very cool.
Can't wait to
Yeah.
check that out. I actually just finished a book on the flight over, so maybe I'll try to dig it up before I fly out, so I can read it on the way back.
Oh, cool.
That'll be fun. Nice. There was something I was going to ask you. I cannot remember what the hell it was. I was going to follow up with something from last year. But you should tell us about the play that you're going to be in.
Yeah.
I'm doing a play called Heisenberg. Some people think Heisenberg, was that from
Breaking Bad, yeah.
No, it's
he did get the name from somewhere, like they came from.
There was a gentleman, his name was Heisenberg. He was a scientist back in the 30s, and they developed, it's called the Heisenberg uncertainty principle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which is an actual principle that they go by. And basically what it states is that the closer you study something, the closer you watching something, the more you become aware that you have absolutely no idea where it's going or how fast it's getting there.
That's awesome.
And so that's what this play basically is about. It starts with a man, 75 years old, sitting on a bench in a train station, reading and listening to music, and a woman who's 42 comes up behind him and kisses him on the back of the neck. And he's, of course, surprised, and she apologized, and he said, no, it's fine. And she said, no, it's not. And I said, no, really, you shouldn't worry about it. She said, I do. He said, no, it's, don't be upset. And she said, I am upset, and don't tell me how I should feel. And then it goes on from there.
That's awesome. Okay.
And from scene to scene, you don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
Is it strictly?
Yeah. Is it like a two-person?
It's a two-person play.
And it's all in the train station, or is
No,
it
no, it changes scenes, but the two of us are on stage. We don't leave the stage for an hour and 35 minutes.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So
how do you feel about that?
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
But it's also gratifying.
Yeah.
Number one, if I can prove to myself that yes, I can still remember lines.
Okay.
And I better, because it's only the two of us out there, and I can't go off and yell line.
Yeah.
No hiding. No hiding.
Yeah. And the script, it's a beautiful script by Simon Stevens, who wrote The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night, which won a bunch of awards. That was a play basically about autism.
Okay.
It's a fascinating play, and they won Tony Awards. And this one, the fellow who played my role was nominated won the Tony back, I guess it was like 14 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So what you're saying is we're going to see you at the Tonys next year?
Oh, there,
That's
yeah.
what it sounds
Now,
like.
too late. It's already been done. Yeah. Unless there's a revival already.
Like, I mean...
Yeah, you're right. Nothing's impossible.
Nothing's impossible.
Not these days. If somebody, so you off mic, you had told us that it's going to be November 20th, whenever it happens.
We run November 20th through December 21st.
Nice. And where can people catch that if they're in the area?
It's in Los Angeles. It's at the Skylight Theater.
Okay.
Two things I'll say about it. Number one, you can pre-order tickets, or if you'd like, we have a Kickstarter because we are producing it ourselves. And anybody who knows anything about theater knows that it ain't cheap.
No.
So we're praying, number one, that we can pay for it. No one is expecting to get any money out of it.
Right.
The whole idea of doing theater is to get the creative to share something with an audience, and you certainly don't expect to make money.
No, so the passion of it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll break even.
Hopefully.
Yeah. That's
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Who's your stage partner for the play?
Oh, Jules. Jules Hoover is her name.
Okay.
Wonderful actress. Here's how it happened. I was doing a Shakespeare at our theater in Glendale, which is just outside of L.A., called Antaeus. It used to be called the Antaeus Classical Theater. We used to do only classics. And we were doing I was at that point, I'd done Measure for Measure right before the pandemic hit. And then after, we were doing Winter's Tale.
Got it.
And she was working as a volunteer, taking tickets and working the box office. Also a theater member. And that's the way we ran it. It's a company-operated theater.
Got it. Okay.
And she was looking for monologues for women. And I said, I saw this play 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Beautiful monologues for women. So she checked it out. And about 2 months later, she contacted me and she said, let's get together and do some reading. Let's just read this play.
That's awesome.
So we did. And then over time, we just kept working on it, and then we decided to jump into the deep end and put it up. So we've got a great team, great director by the name of Cameron Watson, who's well known in the Los Angeles area. And it's a beautiful theater, the Skylight, in a great area. So all we have to do now is be good.
Yeah.
All there's left to do it is to do it.
That's all. That's always, it's so funny because like I'm working on a bunch of side projects and stuff like that, and a lot of them involve pitching and trying to raise money. And it's funny because I keep joking with my production partner. I'm like, well, then once this all happens, we have to do the damn thing, and that's what I'm scared of.
That's the scary part.
You spend so much time, whether it's theater, film, television, whatever, podcast, you spend so much time with the prep that you forget about the actual doing sometimes.
Yeah.
But so far, I mean, this weekend's been amazing.
Yeah,
I've had a really good time. Hopefully you've had a good time, Paul.
Oh, I'm kidding. I've had a great time. You know, hey, look, well, I wake up in the morning and I'm upright. I'm on the right side of the grass.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what the weather is.
That's fair.
You just you deal with what's there.
Yeah.
And just be grateful for the use of the hall.
Yeah.
You know, it's just be happy that you're around and you can, you know, enjoy what's available.
Yeah.
True.
Very well said, actually.
I wanted to ask you this: whether or not you've done the play or not, do you have a favorite play?
Oh, I'm famous for saying that my favorite play is one that I did.
Sure, of course.
And I did it when I was way too young. I probably talked about it last time. I don't know. I did Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay. Yes, yeah.
When I was in my 30s. I was chronologically, a little young for it. But
did you play the lead?
I played Tevye.
Yeah. Wow.
I did.
You were too young for
10 months, 8 shows a week, and they had to drag me off the stage to take a break so my understudy could go on.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a part where you get to make the audience laugh, make them cry.
100%.
I get to sing, dance. So for a character man, for me in my career, this is probably the next best thing.
Yeah.
Especially because this one's age appropriate.
Right.
You know, to be able to play a character like this is special. And to do Tevye.
Yeah.
I still remember, I remember a lot of the lines from the show. When we go to Australia, everybody wants to go to karaoke.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
So the song, I either do a James Brown
Hell yeah.
tune, or I do If I Were a Rich Man.
That's a good one. It's funny, listeners of the podcast will definitely know this, but I am historically not a musicals person.
No.
But I
That doesn't mean you're a bad person.
No, thank you. But
I disagree.
But
I know him.
I truly love Fiddler on the Roof. Like, obviously, like the film version is phenomenal. But I really, all the songs in it are great. I actually own a copy on vinyl of the soundtrack.
Oh, well done.
But yeah, I really do love that play a lot. So kudos to you. I'm glad that you were in it. And great character as well. My God. Yeah.
Incredible
Iconic
character.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I still can't dredge up this question I had in the back of my head. I feel awful, but I'll figure it out. I'll remember the question that I had for Paul at some point. So let's keep rambling until we get there.
3 days from now, he'll remember the question.
I'll wake up in a cold sweat. And be like,
I was going to ask it.
Well, you call me.
That's fair. That's fair. Thanks, Paul. So let's tie it to Portland. I mean, they're the reason why we're all here. For Portland Retro Gaming Expo for this year, how has it differed from last year? Is it that different? Have you found it to be, I don't know, I guess generally speaking, how has it been this year?
I don't want this to sound like that I thought it was badly run last year. There are just some kinks that have been worked on, it seems like. Yeah. And it's been flawless as far as I'm concerned.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm in a nice setup. I'm with David Hayter and my daughter Meryl. So I'm a happy guy. You know, it's been great. Yeah.
I think they learned a lot of lessons from last year, because last year was the first time that they had tables for
Right.
signings and pictures and stuff. So I think they definitely we walked in on Friday to look around before, and just like we were blown away by how like they changed where everything was, and
Yeah.
like visibility and everything.
Yeah,
It's a lot better, yeah.
And you guys are in like proper kind of sectional
Yeah.
booths. Because remember
Right.
last year it was like you were at like a card table in the corner, like, eating birthday cake. I'm like, what the hell is going on? with that?
And people kept saying, you know, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, wow, man.
That's the worst thing to hear.
Yeah.
I was glad that you were here last year, though. You
So was I.
made it memorable for us.
Well, I was surprised that they asked me back, because generally, you know, you do one, then you lay off for
wait
a
a
couple
year,
of years,
and then
Yeah, for sure.
and then you go back.
I think it's just because they had all like the other MGS cast here.
Yeah.
Well, because you weren't on a panel last year. You just did the table last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I did. I don't.
So
yeah, I did.
yeah. So this year,
Yeah.
nice little panel.
And the panel, not blowing smoke. You guys did a great job with the panel. The three of us all had so much fun.
That's awesome.
And it was pretty much equal. There, I'll be straight with you. I have done panels, let's say Transformer panels, and I won't say who, but there'll be 5 or 6 of us up there. I've done one where there was 9 of us.
Oh, wow.
Too many.
Yeah, that's
too many.
That's unwieldy.
Yeah, even
No.
5 feels a little
for an
lot.
hour. It's like that's pretty fast. But we would have 1 or 2 people who would start talking about something and would not stop, and they would just go on and on and on, and everyone else on the dais were like, I would like to add something, but no.
Well, that's where the moderator comes in. Like, come on. Like,
No, yeah, they just didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You guys were just
That's
on
awesome.
it.
Thank you.
Appreciate
I
you
felt
saying
like the couple crowd questions too, because like that's another thing that I've seen is that like with crowd questions sometimes like the crowd will be like, I want to ask David this but like it felt like the questions were also spread out very evenly too.
I thought you guys had warned the crowd. You better ask something. Yep.
Said, if you don't ask Paul this question,
Oh, we have guests. Hey, Sean. You're good. We're good. Do you guys need to come through?
We can take a pause. That's fine.
Yeah. Do your thing. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're fine, though. Come on.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I did not know you guys were recording.
All good.
We've got somebody else coming in at 10:30.
Oh, yeah. No, all good. We'll be done here in like 5-10 minutes.
We'll be wrapped up. Before
Yeah.
then.
Is that all right?
Cool. Sorry, we're setting up a backdrop.
No. You're totally cool.
You doing is the video part?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
We can wrap things up, though. It's totally cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Appreciate
pretty
you guys.
much-
Sorry about that.
Sorry, Paul.
No.
No worries. No worries.
That's awesome.
They've been grilling me, so it's a break.
Very organized. much better than last year.
We just saw him in the hallway.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's so historically.
He couldn't be better.
Very organized. Should keep that in. Please keep that
100%. Historically, too, I feel like the first question ever, like asked at panels like that, is always awful. And I thought that the first question was good as well.
Yeah.
It's just there's so many, like, especially when you go to like a film thing or whatever. It's like there's so many times where the first question's like, "Hey, I really liked you in this thing," and then it's
And that's
dead
it.
silent.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, yeah, I thought it was really good. It was fun for us as well, and so I was hoping. It was hard to get a read on Debi because she looked so like she would
Very
look at me.
stoic.
She would look at me, and I'm like, did I do something wrong? I can't tell.
Periodically, Debbie would look at me and be like,
nice.
just like the little like knowing like nod. Yeah.
Well, like Debbie said, she doesn't know the game as well as nobody knows the game as well as David.
Yeah, David.
Exactly.
David is the exception to the rule because generally speaking, when we talk to actors, they warn us ahead of time. It's just like, I don't know how interesting it's going to be for your audience because I don't really remember anything about the game.
Right.
And normally, like when our audience doesn't really like care so much, we kind of like knock out Metal Gear questions at like the very beginning, and then go into like their life and like what they're doing and like stuff they're interested in, and try our best to at least. But David is like, he's a wealth of knowledge about
he's
Metal
on
Gear.
it.
Yeah.
I had never heard that story he told.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
It's
about
crazy.
me and the voice thing.
Yeah, well, I think he
I
said,
had no idea.
I think
It's
he
like-
said like that was the first time he's
he
ever told it, even to you.
He-
I guess.
yeah,
Like,
it's like, I said, man, you hated me from the beginning. Jeez.
So funny enough, the panel we're doing today is with David, and we're doing it very like it's like a fake game show, and it's like very tongue in cheek. But there's a bit where we ask him, we're like, "What the hell is up with this?" And it's a Ford commercial for the Ford Focus SE.
yeah, the one that you guys did.
Yeah, it is so surreal that exists. It is such a niche
It was
commercial.
very odd.
Yeah,
what
somebody
was-
at Ford got to do their dream project.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How did that? Do you remember how that came together? Or like what?
I just got a call from my agent saying they want to do a Ford commercial with Colonel Campbell, and I said, "Come on, are you
Yeah, serious? What?
Are you joking?" And he said, "No, that's what it is." I said, "It's not. No. They just want to hire you and David, and we have the same agent."
Okay.
So it was like, "Oh, okay,
fine, yeah."
And it's so funny because like it's all it is the codec screen, and it's you and it's Colonel and Snake on the codec screen, just like any other thing. But periodically, what they did is like the little middle section where they have the codec number,
Right.
they replaced that with like a green filtered like video of the car.
Of the car.
And it's just like, what is that? Fever dream.
From like a marketing standpoint, it's very weird because usually it's like the hero shot of the car and it's super sexy and like it just didn't follow any rule of any traditional advertising. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what is happening? I was very surprised that even Konami was willing to like sign the rights up. Like, how
Right.
expensive was that commercial?
That's a good question.
But anyway, sorry, I felt the need to ask you because
No worries,
we're
man.
not gonna have you in the room.
Yeah, we're gonna ask him. So we wanted to ask you.
He'll probably know better than I.
Sure.
But all I did was like when my agent called and said, "Oh, what?" Okay.
Do you know if there are other things like that out there that you did that were Metal Gear adjacent, but for like brands, or do you know if there's anything other than that that's kind of floating around?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I
Not that
feel like
know
that's a
of.
very one-off.
Certainly nobody's paying me for anything. I didn't know that I was that they reused my Snake. You created a time paradox.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Delta,
that's
yeah.
in the new one.
When we were talking to Neil, I was like, "Hey Neil, did anybody from Konami call you about the 3 remake?" And he said, "Not at all." And I mean, it just kind of goes to show, like, I know that video game voice acting unionization is very different, but it's like there should have been some sort of back pay or residuals, or even like, hey, we're gonna pay it as like a new project, or. But they'll milk for what they can.
Because I was going to ask you that too. Is like, did you do any like pickups for that at all? Because they did that snake versus monkey thing again,
right?
In there, and like any pickups at all, like, or they just reused it wholesale.
Wow.
No.
I think David might have been the only one. David and maybe like.
Yeah, I'd be interested in knowing. I got to ask David.
Yeah.
Because I heard nothing.
Yeah, I think he did a few pickups just for like new controller.
Yeah, I think
I just did that 3.5 weeks ago.
Oh, right on.
Oh, okay. For what? Are you allowed to say for what?
I have no idea.
You
they didn't. I didn't get
tell
anything.
me.
You know, do not talk. Do not. I didn't sign anything like that.
Wow.
But also, you just don't know what it's
I hope
for.
I didn't sign.
Yeah, play it
anything,
safe.
Because now I'm screwed now.
It was Evil Zone.
I signed an Evil Zone yesterday.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. The guy came and said,
that's
"I know you. I
amazing.
heard you." He heard me talking about it on the show.
That's awesome.
That's what it was.
Wow,
And he
okay.
said,
Awesome.
so I had to bring mine by.
Yeah.
And have him sign.
hilarious.
That's amazing. I still have the one that you signed for me last year. It's
Gally
just like,
Varney
it's just like
Bregman. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I love that
phenomenal.
we're like slowly pushing more people to like
Yeah.
Evil Zone.
Yeah. We're not. That's our new project. We're not going to rest until they make a new Evil Zone and get you back in.
There you go.
It's so funny. Yeah, it just sucks so hard though that and even working in TV and stuff, it's like whenever we do like an interview with somebody, I always look at the release clauses because unfortunately it's like I do all the post supervision, and so if anything legal happens after the fact, it's like on my ass.
Got
So
it.
I'll be talking to our lawyer and I'm like looking through releases to make sure we've got people cleared for subsequent seasons to reuse the material. But it's just when you see the in perpetuity across all media and
It's
the
scary.
universe forever,
Right, it's a
and you're
scary
like,
phrase.
this sucks for the talent. Like,
Yeah.
but obviously you sign it because then they're gonna. If you don't, they'll find somebody else and blah 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 blah. But
Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, there are times when even with the Transformers, it's like you keep it alive. There's a sense of pride that you're involved with something, like Metal Gear. It's I don't care that they didn't give me anything for Snake Eater.
Yeah.
It's like,
right.
It's okay. It's still alive, and we get to come meet fans.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's true.
So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
You know.
I just know for some people who are like struggling financially, it's that sucks. Like,
Oh, aren't we all?
Yeah, no, for
I
sure,
guess
for
that's
sure,
true.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that is an interesting question though. Just like because I know we do have to wrap up, but like I do want to. How does that feel? Because Snake Eater last year turned 20, and because they've completely remade it, there's like a whole new generation of people that are experiencing Metal Gear. How does that feel?
It's exciting.
Yeah.
There was somebody who said that he just played through the new Snake Eater.
Yeah.
And it inspired him to go back to find a Metal Gear.
Yeah.
He said, there was all this talk about Snake Eater. So I played it, and I didn't understand a lot of it, but it made me go back.
Nice.
And start playing Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
So all that for me is all good. I just wish they would do that with the original, with Metal Gear.
I agree. That's
if they could do that, man, those graphics would.
Yeah.
It would look so good.
It would look really
100%.
good. We've been clamoring for that for a very long time.
Yeah. Man, it would be
brand new Roy. They can do Roy in that. He's in.
remember.
Well, I can still do the voice.
Oh, that's the perfect thing to end off on.
So I
you
remember
remembered
the
the question.
You remember? Oh,
I remember the question.
Perfect thing to end off on.
So I can't remember if this came up last year or not. I know that there was a listener. So we took a little bit of a hiatus. So we had like a sort of final episode, quote unquote final episode, and we had a listener who paid you to do a cameo, referring to like an inside joke that we have. And I don't know if he was allowed to or not, but he sent us the audio, so we played a little bit of it on the show. But I don't know if we've talked about this, but I just want to see if you can give us something goofy real quick. There is a character in like a weirdo one-off thing that is only in writing. It is Colonel Campbell's brother named Matt Campbell. And they only mention him in this like weird one-off side story.
Yeah, and
So-
it's not voiced at all. It's just in Metal Gear Solid 2. There's like these side tales called snake tales.
Right. Yeah.
And they just invented a story where like the reason why Meryl hates Roy is because she thinks that Roy betrayed her dad Matt, and it's just this whole
It's very
convoluted thing.
Anyway, if we came to you and we were like, Paul, we need you to record a line as Colonel Campbell's brother Matt.
Yeah.
What would Matt sound like? Can you give us a Matt voice?
Is Matt younger or older?
He's younger.
Younger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he'd be more up here.
Okay.
He'd be.
That's great.
Has anybody seen Roy? I haven't seen Roy. He's always off doing something strange. He has the missions, and he's working with this fellow named Snake. Who works with anyone called a snake? A snake is not a good thing. Maybe a garter snake, that's not going to hurt you. But I'm sorry, I'm not a hero. I'm terrified of snakes. I have such
amazing.
That's so good. And perfect timing.
Perfect
too.
timing.
Amazing. So thank you, Paul.
Yes,
that
thank
was
you.
phenomenal. Our listeners
Always.
are gonna die laughing.
Amazing.
That was great.
Always good to see you guys.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
always good to see you as well.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to do this next year.
Hey.
Our annual check-in.
Your mouth to God's ear.
Yeah. We'll call you and just record the phone call if we have to.
All right, dude.
But thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
You bet.
There was Paul.
There was Paul. There was Paul again.
Lily, do you want to tee up the weird, fun, exciting, and Rule 34 adjacent story? There's a lot of just like weird hentai in our trip. So
Yeah, it's great. So by happenstance, and I think funnily enough, I think the reason why we even had this interaction was because their booth, they were selling a Seize band and an evoker from Persona 3. And
I
so
noticed a lot of podcasts were vendors this year.
Yeah.
Like they had tables, but not for promoting the podcast. It was for like selling goods, which was weird, like unrelated goods.
Yeah.
It was kind of bizarre.
But we stumbled upon the booth of the Gaming Theater Podcast, which I've got their card right here. if you're watching the video.
I need to
The
sub
gaming,
to them actually.
yeah, they're great. But we had a chance. So at the time we met Brandon and Leo and Liz, and they were really great. And we just had like some conversations about Metal Gear and stuff. They had kind of heard of the podcast, and we were kind of talking through stuff. And we will be doing some collaborations with them in the new year, which is super exciting. So please stay tuned for that. But the key experience that we had here is that Liz had been drawing kind of it wasn't like pornographic, but it was definitely extremely risque drawing.
It was very like romance novel.
Yes. Yeah. Of a Snake and Meryl in an entanglement, we'll say. And it was really like, embracing, and artistically, like it was a really good drawing. And she was a little nervous. We were trying to like tell her, like, yeah, you should go, like, Debbie's just over here, you should go show Debbie, and like
justifiably so. She was like, oh,
like really nervous. Like it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I get why you wouldn't want to do that just in case, but we were like encouraging her and like hyping up the art and like having her go to go talk to Debbie about it. And we have got a clip here from the event of us stumbling back. So we met them on Saturday, and then on Sunday we stumbled back upon the booth, and they told us the story about what happened when they took the drawing over to David and Debbie's booth to be observed. So that's what you're about to get right here. So enjoy that.
So we went over there, and we were in Debbie's line first because hers was really short. And I'm like embarrassed, and we pay. And Brandon actually bought it for my birthday / Christmas.
Aww.
And so I'm like embarrassed, and I'm like, okay, so the Metal Gear Monday podcast came over, and I remembered randomly, I drew this almost 5 years ago, and I completely forgot about it until you guys showed up, and then I was like, oh yeah. So I show Brandon, and he goes, show them now. Yeah. I was like, oh god. So and I'm telling
and she did.
Yeah. So I'm telling Debbie this story, and I show her the art, and she goes, oh, I have to show David, and she goes over to his booth, and she shows him, and he's signing, so he's like this, and he goes, oh, good lord.
That's so good.
So Debbie came back and signed it. We chit-chatted for a little bit, and she's so sweet. And then she was like, send that to me. Send that to me. So she found me on Instagram. We're friends on Instagram now.
That's amazing.
Congratulations. She messaged me, and she messaged me on Instagram, and she goes, it's Meryl. Send me the pic.
she's a woman who knows what she wants.
She knows. 100%. So she signs it. Yeah, we chat a little bit, and then I go and get in David's line, and right as I'm like, oh, I'm not sweating anymore, I'm not hot, and like embarrassed. We're next in line, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, now everything is.
So
the worst.
I get up there, and he fist bumps me and asks my name, and he's like super chill about it. And then he looks at the picture and he goes, disgusting. And I was like, oh my god, you don't have to sign this. Like I'm already just like, oh my god, you don't have to. He goes, no, it's beautiful, I love it. Because I don't know.
He's got such a dry sense of humor that when he said, like, he was joking, but it's just like, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, he hates it, or he just like, this is so disgusting of me to ask, but he goes, no, I love it, it's beautiful. I don't know if my wife wants me to sign it. And I was like, that's fair, but he did. So this was the original.
That's so, yeah.
And then she wrote, Meryl loves Snake, and he wrote, so love can move on a battlefield.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I love that. That's phenomenal. Congrats. Yes.
I put it on a separate layer, promised them I would never reproduce their signatures.
Yeah.
Because obviously. Like,
that's really cool that they did that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I was like, here's a whole new layer. Tell me the color you like. So she picked purple. He picked Metal Gear Blue.
He said Solid Snake Blue. And I was like, yep, okay.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so then they signed it. And I left happy. I left happy.
That's amazing.
It was so cool.
We are happy that we could have encouraged you in some way to go do it.
I'm happy that somehow you guys showing up reminded me that I drew
Yeah.
There's a whole butterfly effect of horny fan art.
Well, we love. Well, we told you we recorded that Rule 34 episode yesterday or on Friday, so
It was on the brain.
yeah, we're cool.
Also, I'm pushy about that shit, so it's like, no, you're doing this.
And apparently, and so I was like, oh, they have to know. So I appreciate you guys encouraging me because I was embarrassed. I was like, oh, I can't, and then I did it, and it was like,
I will say the panel that they did, I don't know if you guys were there, but the panel that the cast did, Debi Mae West, I think, made at least 5 horny Meryl Snake jokes.
And that's exactly why we said you should go show Debbie.
Yeah. She'll love it.
Yeah.
She was so excited. She was like, when she saw it, she was like, oh my god, I'm gonna show David. And she went over to his booth. It was so funny.
See, here's the part you're leaving out. Right after he said, "Oh dear Lord," Debbie turned the tablet to the line.
Not even caring if there's children.
Yeah, I was going to say a woman screamed and covered her child's eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity.
So he did look at me and go, and he was like, so you're saying love can bloom on a battlefield? And I was like, that's exactly what I'm saying. But also the sweetest thing, I got up to the front and I was like, I'm only going to do an autograph because like it's $50 and he's buying it for me as a gift, you know. $50. So we get up there and he saw that Debbie had done an autograph or a quote. So he put a quote on there without charging
That's
extra.
a great quote to put on there too.
Yeah.
Well, and even on the sign, it says no quotes.
Oh wow. So he like was inspired. Okay.
So he did it.
That's really
awesome. I have a similar story with Nolan North and Troy Baker because I did.
Bold moves, but sometimes they pay off. We found out celebs don't usually like to do digital signatures on stuff because obviously, but they were so impressed by this drawing. It was so good that David and Debbie made an exception and did digital signatures on this drawing that Liz did because it was so good. So,
well, you'll get to see it too in the video version. Of the podcast.
If you're watching the video version, you'll get a glimpse of it.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. But yeah, just super exciting and definitely.
We didn't get Debbie's random aside. No, because it was just me and her talking, I think, for a hot minute. Pun intended, I guess.
Yeah.
So we were talking like Debbie was like, yeah, you know, I've almost actually accepted invitations to go to like adult gaming conventions.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, there's sort of like hot and horny gaming conventions. There was like one in Florida that like wanted to bring her out. And she was like, you know, I don't like whatever, we're all consenting adults. I don't mind signing some like risque photos of my characters. But she's like at the last minute, she was like, no, I don't think I want to do it because she was like, it's just weird thinking about a bunch of nerds whacking off to me. And I was like, I mean, that's verbatim. I can't remember if she said those exact words, but she definitely like made a euphemism about jacking off and said it was quote fucking weird. But yeah.
So that was very cool to kind of see, and I like to think that we facilitated that with our encouraging words. So
yeah,
so there's that. So now that we've done that, another thing that we did on Sunday was we stumbled on over to Paul's booth, and we got a little moment there for Liquid Metal Mike. Shouts out. And we got Paul we told Paul all about Matt Campbell. The stories of Matt Campbell.
He did a voice on the interview that you guys just heard. Yeah,
he did. But we went up to Paul's booth and showed him a picture of Matt Campbell for the first time because we told him we would, because during the interview we told him we would. Mm-hmm. So what you're about to see here is a quick little clip of us going up and showing him the image of Matt Campbell and his reaction to that. So please enjoy. Hey, Paul. We found Matt Campbell.
We found the picture.
We found the picture.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
So we want to show you really quickly if that's cool. It's wonderful.
That's my brother.
That's a great picture.
Yeah,
I would frame
really
that.
Good. 100%. Yeah. Oh, we should have printed it and had Paul sign
We
it.
should have. Yeah.
That's so good. But yeah, so our friend Mike, a welder in Michigan,
I love
drew
it.
this. Yeah.
Tell Mike Colonel Campbell approved.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, notably, also not the first time that he's done the voice. So Liquid Metal Mike back on the end of Metal Gear Mondays paid for a cameo, but obviously he didn't have the context.
Yeah, this is the first time he's had the context for it. So
I also like the comparison too, because when he did it last time, it was very different than the interview version, where it was very like Woody Allen-esque.
Yeah, it's like what's happening here? Yeah.
Roy's eccentric, neurotic brother Matt.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very funny. That's so funny. So we did that, and then Sunday, the big main event for Sunday was that me and Alessio did our super cool panel with David Hayter, our faux game show. We did one similar to this with Cam Clark last year at PRGE. Unfortunately, James and Nick could not be there for this because they had to go home.
Devastating. What an incredible concept for a panel, though.
Question for James. Are you going to watch the video version of this episode to see it?
I've been hyped for this episode personally.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on the view count.
I don't know. I just feel like you can just do a panel, or you can create an experience. And I think y'all made an experience.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the reason why we get kind of weird with it is I get fucking bored.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like just as much for us as it is for the panelists, because they're always like, oh, I'm so used to like boring, same questions, kind of over and over panels, and I'm like, yeah, we are too.
Us too, yeah.
We watch them,
We're tired of watching them.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's do it. Let's have some fun.
And again, David was very complimentary after the fact. Like, he really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. He got in depth about like some stuff about that we talked about in the panel. So it was really cool to be able to do that with him and have that experience with him. So we want to share that with you now. Unfortunately, this was another one that got cut off with the video got cut off with the framing. So I'm not in any of it. David is not in a good chunk of it.
Yeah, David's like half cropped, which is bizarre.
But Alessio Summerfield, which we'll talk about after this, front and center, baby.
Oh yeah. So I'm just real good at impressions and throwing my voice. So that's what this was. Yeah. I will also say it was right after this that David recorded the releasing on Monday every Monday, which was hilarious.
He really liked the bit, which
I was like, what bit, brother?
Yeah, there is no bit in Bossing Say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I will say the one other thing I want to mention is I had something. I think one of the highlights for me, to be honest, happened days after PRGE, and that was David followed up on a couple of things we talked about on the panel and like just personally emailed us some like family photos. And I checked social media and he's never posted them before, so it's very weird that he just like felt comfortable enough to just like send us some pictures of him in his early teens. So thanks, David. It is a good looking boy. I adore that he got that reference. For everybody at home, you're going to hear David Hayter do Solid Snake saying, "That's a good-looking boy. Do you mind if I keep this picture from Terminator 2?" So, all time. I need to rip that for the. Soundboard.
Soundboard, yeah. So enjoy our panel with David now.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and get us started. If people come in, totally cool. First of all, I just want to introduce ourselves really quickly. My name is Alessio Summerfield. I'm one of the co-hosts for Metal Gear Mondays, the Games Club podcast covering all things Metal Gear. This is my co-host.
Yeah, I'm Liliana Wright, Lily if you're nasty. And it's great to be here.
Awesome. Thank you. For anybody who attended the Metal Gear panel yesterday, we were moderating that as well, and we had a nice live show last night, and I see some familiar faces from the live show. Thank you guys so much. Portland's been awesome, and let's get started. So today we are going to be covering everything about David Hayter, essentially. He has no idea what's in store for him, and this is kind of chaotic, so I hope you guys have a great time. So without further ado...
give a lecture on your insurance ventures.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Good morning, Portland. How are you? Just as I thought. Pretty good.
So, David, I was just telling our lovely audience that you have no idea what's coming.
Correct.
So, if you don't mind...
That's typical.
You got the first question right.
Yes. So the way this is going to work, we have this game show broken into distinct portions with different gameplay mechanics, and then we'll top everything off with a Q&A.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to get.
All right, here we go. So first and foremost, I just wanted to throw up this list of roles that you've had over the years.
That's a really great picture
yeah,
of
look.
you.
It is. I look great.
That was
Although
the best picture we could find of you, actually.
I think I'm considerably older in that picture. I don't think that's true. That's Kaz.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, that's Robin Atkin-Downs, not David Hayter. I'm glad you got the joke. I was nervous.
Also has good hair.
Yeah, also has very good hair. But yeah, so let's go ahead.
Did I really play all those people?
Yeah, you really did.
Oh wow.
Well, that last one on the right is the most important one, I think.
Kim, my guest friend. That's true.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know, Kim, my guest, played Mei Ling in the original, in a couple of Metal Gears. She worked on the crew of the movie Guyver Dark Hero, which I was the star of. So we met in 1993. Thank you. So we have been friends forever.
That's awesome.
Somebody brought you a laser disc of Guyver to sign, didn't they?
They did. I think there were two, actually. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. All right, here we go. Part 1.
There's no woodwind in there.
There isn't.
No.
It was late when I put this together.
Yeah.
All right, so part 1, you're going to guess your roles. I'm sorry, Generation West, whoever you are, we stole this picture from you via Google. All right, so here we go. First role. Let's see if you can guess it. We're going to play a sound effect.
Okay.
And you have to figure out who this is.
I don't think I need it at this point, but yes. No, that is not Solid Snake. I'm going to say that's Iroquois Pliskin.
Oh, you got it.
You've solved my Iroquois Pliskin riddle.
Right. Well, the funny thing about these questions is I was there, so...
That's true.
When we ran this last year with Cam Clark, I think for most of them,
Cam wouldn't have any clue.
Yeah.
You could do an image of Cam Clark, and he'd be like, who is that?
100%.
Yeah.
He would say they're good looking, and then say...
Yes.
All right, here we go, number 2.
Oh, I already know.
Hey, this one's alive. Let's get him out of here.
That is the incompetent museum cop from X-Men 1.
Correct. So I have a question.
Yeah, shoot. Look how nonplussed Hallie looks to be taking a picture with me. I've been working with her for like 3 months at this point, and I'm like, "Hey, Hallie, can we take a picture?" She's like, "Okay, I suppose."
So museum cop.
Yeah.
Is he security? Is he cop?
No, he's a cop.
Oh,
he's a
interesting.
cop. Okay, well,
his precinct is just museum.
No, well, that's his credit. You know,
fair.
He shows up in the museum, but he had to take a boat to Ellis Island to get there. He's NYPD. Huh?
That's fair.
I got a whole backstory for him.
We're going to take a little pit stop before we do the last roll, and we have to ask a question.
Yeah.
How in the world did this happen?
All right.
Colonel, long time no see. Snake, today's briefing is of the utmost importance. What is it, Colonel? I'll be telling you all about the Ford Focus SE. A Ford?
A Ford?
Yes, Snake. You should know. The Ford Focus SE comes with a standard rear-view camera. Plus, it has an EPA estimated 36 highway miles per gallon.
Pretty good.
EPA estimated 36 highway miles per gallon. That's remarkable. Yes, Snake. The Focus SE is the perfect vehicle for driving around Shadow Moses Island.
That's not
Colonel,
true.
let me stop you. I'm going to Fulton extract myself a Ford Focus SE right now. But Snake, that technology hasn't been used since 1984. Snake.
All right.
That's a real ad, by the way.
That's a real ad. Oh,
Are you
goddamn.
That, my friends, is a consumer.
That's right.
Thank you for your service.
And a dedicated fan. I'll tell you how it happened. See, I don't do commercials. Like I don't pursue commercials. I don't want to sell people's crap. But Ford got in touch with me, and they were like, "Will you do this commercial with Tara Strong?" And it was like we were like dubbing like a Mexican telenovela or something. It was a funny little bit, and it was Tara, and I was like, okay. And they hired me because they were fans of Solid Snake. So I was kind of flattered. So I was like, okay, I'll take quadruple scale, and we'll go from there. And so they said, okay. So I went in and I did it, and I figured, well, it's not that big a deal. And then they said, hey, look, if we were able to get Konami to agree to let Snake do a Ford Focus commercial, would you do it? And I was like, sure, of course. I was like, there's no way that's ever going to happen. Yeah. And then I got a call saying, okay, Konami agreed. And I was like, God damn it. So I went in, I did it with Paul, and it was really fun. But I was like, I don't want to sell a Ford Focus SE.
The question that I have for you about that is, would you drive a Ford Focus SE around Shadow? Well, no, around Shadow Moses Island specifically.
I don't recall any roads at Shadow Moses. I had to take a snowmobile out of there, so I don't think that's. I think that's a bit of false advertising. So I deeply apologize, sir. I
so many issues. American made.
Yeah. I will say 100% this was some marketing dude's like wet dream.
Oh yeah. No. The guys, the commercial producers were just over the moon. They were like, "Oh my God, we're such huge fans and everything." I was like, "Oh yeah,
nice.
Fine."
That's cool that exists. And there's also, if anybody's interested, a second commercial
with Psycho
Mantis.
Right.
So, was that actually Doug Stone that voiced Psycho Mantis?
I don't recall.
Okay, cool. All right, let's move on. I believe this might be there's one more. All right, here we go. You ready?
Woohoo! Ha! Woo!
Who's that?
That is the lead male Jedi Knight character from Star Wars: The Old Republic.
You nailed it.
You are so much better at this than Cam Clark.
I am far more self-obsessed, yes. And that's hard to pull off.
Somebody put together a supercut, I think it was like 2 minutes and 45 seconds of every grunt and sound that the Jedi Knight male makes, and it's hysterical. It is. So you should go YouTube it. All right, and we got one more.
Oh, yes, I know who it is.
My cream will give you scream dreams.
Right?
Who we got?
I want to know if anybody has any idea who that is. Anyone? Anyone?
Do you need to hear it one more time? Should we play the clip one more time?
Yeah, I should.
One more time. Here we go.
My cream will give you scream dreams.
And this character is not like a weirdo internet-only thing. This aired on national television.
This was on national television.
They didn't need it. You just wanted to hear my cream will make your scream dreams.
Absolutely.
You just wanted to hear it again for yourself.
Give you scream dreams. Yes, that is the pirate Creamy Zeus from the show Hot Streets.
Correct.
So let me tell you.
So gross. So gross.
So this is the pirate Creamy Zeus. It was on one episode. Again, the producers were huge Solid Snake fans, and so they wanted me to come in and they wanted me to play this pirate who had the power of cream. They're like, look out, he can trickle, was an actual line. And so I went in, I was like, I'm a pirate, and I'm, my cream will give you scream dreams. And they were like, could you do it just like Solid Snake? And I was like, And I really didn't want to, but again, they were super nice, so they talked me into it. So that's how it happened.
Nice.
And I brought Creamy Zeus photos for a while to sign, and never
Nobody ever.
not one ever. So I thought, well, maybe I'll retire
Well,
Creamy
so
Zeus.
I think now you need to start bringing them again.
Yeah,
because you've got a whole room of people that now
massive
are
fans.
Yeah,
Right?
Creamy
Pretty
Zeus, Creamy Zeus super fans the lot of you, right?
Yeah, you can. Well, you're the first, so you can stream it somewhere. The episode.
Well, we do have some super fans because somebody bought a car because of you.
So
yeah, that's true.
I know. I have to pay you back.
All right. I cannot remember what the next portion is, so let's see what it is.
All right.
All right, we're gonna.
Great. Thanks for the picture, by the way.
I thought you looked great.
I just taking a bunch of pot cookies or something.
You look shell shocked.
Yeah. Bah. Bah.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna quiz you on 2 things pertaining to Japan.
Okay.
All right. So here we go.
Hi.
For anybody who doesn't know, David, you grew up in Japan, right?
I did. I went to high school in Kobe, Japan, and moved there when I was 16, and then graduated, moved to Osaka, lived there off and on for about 4 years.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Yonnen Gudai.
What does this say?
I can only read the simplest characters, so I can't read the stuff in the middle, unfortunately.
Kanji sucks. I'm sorry.
No. Kanji's great. I suck. Is that Otoko Hana?
Oh no! I didn't mean to actually get you.
My nose is, I don't know, Allie? Allie?
We finally stumped him. All right.
I never actually said that.
No, yeah, you did not say this.
Yeah, no. I mean, what is it?
It is.
You stumped me.
It is Ohana wa kozuku o imishimasu.
Ohana means family.
That is literally what it is. It's Ohana means family. I was just quizzing your Japanese
Ohana means family?
literacy.
Yeah, from Lilo and Stitch. I don't know why you.
Oh no! Well, that's why. Because Ohana doesn't mean family in Japanese. Ohana means family in Hawaiian.
I know.
Dimwit
I'm sorry.
and Nimrod. Yeah, that wasn't even my line.
All right, David, Osaka, March 1988. What were you doing?
I was sort of a model in Japan. That's where I started my career because my high school sweetheart was a model, and she was a real model. I was a hanger-on, and so we got booked to do a hair fashion show in Japan. And so I think I'm 17 years old there. I had my hair all straightened out, and they were like, well, we'll just put some water in it. I was like, I wouldn't do that. And then it, puffed up like Kyle from South Park. So I went out, and, so this was the first band. Of course, they slathered me with makeup, and, so that's what's happening there.
Eyeshadow on point.
Yeah, 1986 probably, and then they wanted to do different hairstyles, but they couldn't control my hair after that, so they just pasted like black Japanese hair in a swoop. I look like something about Mary. So the second picture is even funnier. But the real key to the whole thing is that they just had cases, coolers full of beer backstage. So first one I'm okay. The second one I'm just blitzed. And but it was a really fun day, and I think that was my one and only fashion show.
Do you know who that frightening looking person behind you is?
He was a dude he was just with my agency, and he got cast as well, and he was kind of scary. He had a good job.
Was angry.
Yeah.
We were taking bets as to if that was a mannequin or not. So thank you for confirming.
So at least we know.
No, that's a man, not a mannequin.
Perfect. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. How did that get in there? All right. So this is
this is my favorite game show.
So we're gonna do a true false. All right.
Yeah.
This should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you going to explain what that was, though?
I mean, you can.
Does anybody know what this is? Okay, so this is John Carpenter at the far end. I know you can't see where I'm pointing. At the far end, John Carpenter, who's John Carpenter. And
of John Carpenter fame?
And he was getting, his star on the Walk of Fame. Up above him is Slash. Beside Slash is Slash's girlfriend. Below Slash's girlfriend is Greg Nicotero from Walking Dead, who does all the creature effects. Next to him is Keith David. Above him, I'm sitting next to Adrienne Barbeau. Then me. Then down there is Kurt Russell. And then there's a bunch of other people. And this is one of the greatest photos I've ever been a part of in my entire life. I think this was a Getty Image photo. So, yeah, that was quite the day. I've been working with John Carpenter for over 10 years on this movie we've been trying to get made. And so I know him very well, although he has never been nice to me.
I had no idea that you guys had worked together.
Yeah. We worked. That's how I ended up at the thing. Oh, and then the guy with his head down over the arrow on the other side of the pole is Elias Toufexis from Deus Ex.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So it's quite a photo.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm sorry, I blew it up and made it pixelated for a joke. So apologies if
it's enlarged to show texture.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
All right, true, false. I, David Hayter of Sound, Mind, and Body, am
False.
a Canadian by choice in the year of our Lord 2025.
A Canadian by choice?
Oh, you're right.
Well,
Damn.
I was born a Canadian. I mean, I would be a Canadian by choice, but I had no choice.
You can choose to get citizenship elsewhere if you wanted.
I could.
You're choosing to remain Canadian. That's the question.
Yes, well, I'm a dual citizen. I was born in Santa Monica, California, to itinerant Canadian nomads. So both my parents were Canadian. I am the original anchor baby. I will probably be a Canadian, not by choice, fairly soon.
Nice. I got on the technicality, so I erroneously said true.
True. Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good photo.
I love that T-shirt, by the way.
Yeah, it's cool.
That was the first time we met.
I don't know what happened to that.
That's us in the picture, too.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Next one. Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm a cat when I'm home alone. True or false?
Mouse eater. I don't think that I do. I mean, I do a lot of stuff, but do I? Do you have proof that I do?
Photographic evidence states otherwise.
Do we?
Yeah, but the guy in the eye patch is not me. And I'm not being a cat. I'm being some awesome screamy guy.
Oh, all right. It's very cat-like to me.
And that's not my home. That's a photo studio.
That's fair. Wow. That's fair. Damn. David's got me dead to rights, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're dead wrong.
All right. This one I know to be true, though. With the help of Alessio
That's
Summerfield,
the answer to the question.
I once defeated Cam Clark in a life or death laser tag struggle in Renton, Washington.
That's damn true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were at this show in Renton, and we all went out to play laser tag, and so we sort of randomly split up the crowd, and it was Team Liquid, Team Solid.
Yeah. It's like picking like dodgeball.
And Cam was Cam is just no good with technology or whatever. He's like, I've never done this before. I'm going to be terrible or whatever. I'm like, it's just for fun, we'll have fun. And we went out, and Team Solid kicked their asses, but the best one on Team Liquid was Cam. Like he put up a decent fight, and we barely squeaked by. But yeah, we freaking killed them.
It was awesome. My lifetime achievement is being the #1 player on David's team that day.
Nice.
I want to tell this story publicly really quick. I was going to be on your team, and I sacrificed my place on the team to allow Alessio to play with you.
Yes. That's
well,
friendship.
You're a good friend.
Thank you.
All right. I, again, cannot remember the next section, but here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's another embarrassing photo.
His hair is magic. Yes, that's true.
You have great hair in this picture.
Oh, thank
you have great hair in general.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just going to go ahead and call it out. This little Frosted Tips picture.
Yeah, Frosted Tips.
This has been in every slide so far.
It has.
Do you want to talk about
We gave
your
you all the
Frosted
clues, Mr. Policeman.
I just want to say that Frosted Tips is the worst cereal I've ever had. I do not recommend it. I have had every, I've dyed my hair black, I've shaved it down, I've had it down to my shoulders, I've dyed it spiky Billy Idol platinum, so there's not much I haven't done with my hair, and that happened to be Frosted Tips era.
Including whatever this is.
Yeah. So this is...
What, that particular haircut?
No,
Yeah.
the next slide.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So this is part 4, and this is part 6.
Well, that's my awesome long hair,
the
but
long
it,
hair
but it
that
has
is-
wilted. Like I'm clearly, like I mean, I'm sure it was like some construction, and then it just wilted under the
Long
heat.
interview day.
Yeah, it happens.
So yeah, we don't have a part 5. I don't know why, but we're gonna move on with part 6.
Yeah.
This is a fun. If you know, you know.
Oh, I see. No part 5. Right? I think Kiefer did part 5.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
So this next part is David on David's. We're going to show you pictures of other David haters, and we want your take on these Davids.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Here's David number 1.
Oh yeah, that guy.
What do you think of him?
That's David Hayter. Well, what's funny about that is he's got my actual hair. Like that's what my hair pretty much looks like. I know a few of the David haters. One of them is the head of the weather service for the UK, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Is that him?
No, that's not him.
No, that would have been
I don't think
cool.
any of these
This guy is British, though. This guy's a writer.
Oh, okay.
What about that, David?
Yeah, I know. I think he was in the Goonies, wasn't he?
No.
No, that's unkind.
Hey,
That's
you guys,
unkind.
don't laugh at that.
I'm sorry. Hey, you guys. No, I
he's a
don't know. He
pastor.
seems like a very nice man.
Yeah, he's a pastor, apparently.
A pastor, okay.
And then here's our last David hater.
Oh, cool. He's got a guitar, so that's pretty cool. What's his story?
He's a singer-songwriter.
Oh, nice. Well done. Well, I apologize to Middle David.
And to curtail off of that, we have 3 haters, misspelled, and a hater. So you're going to have to pick.
By the way, that photo is my high school yearbook photo when I was 17 years old. So, yes. I'll take it. That's what I look like in high school.
In the wise words of the liquid Terminator from Terminator 2, that's a good-looking boy. Do you mind if I keep this picture?
It's a good-looking boy.
So 3 of these individuals are named David Hatter.
Okay.
And one of them is David Hayter. And you have to guess which one is David Hayter.
Okay, great.
Yeah. But you only get 2 guesses.
Well, that one's me. That's from the movie The Devil's Mile. It's a little Canadian horror movie I made where I played a mafia psychopath, which was really fun.
Nice. I dig the... Is that a handlebar mustache or is that the
It's
shadow?
a full-on handlebar.
I love that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Which one of these is a David hater?
I'm going to say the guy in the top guy in the blue plaid shirt.
It's the bottom left guy.
Damn it.
All right.
The handsome guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Cool.
Yeah, you got it. All right, now we're going to go to audience questions, but it has to be formed Jeopardy style in the form of an answer or question. We'll just take questions. Does anybody want to ask questions to David? We have a mic floating in the audience. Thank you, by the way. Actually, let's give it up for David.
Well, let's give it up to these two for putting together the most unique panel I've ever been on. And to the whole crew, and you.
Yeah, let's give it up for not Subway Jared. Jared, the AV guy.
That's a great nickname, by the way.
Yeah. We just want to specify he's a good Jared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, let's do some audience questions, and thank you guys for enduring whatever the hell that just was. Awesome. Anybody wants to? Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Oh, is the mic
I don't
off?
think that mic is on. I can hear you.
Hello.
There we go.
Okay, so for real quick context for my question, in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, there is a tape where Big Boss is talking to Huey about how NORAD tracks Santa.
Yeah.
My question is, in 2025, what would Snake want for Christmas?
Great question.
Democracy.
I'll take that.
Good answer.
Oh.
We heard you for a split second. That pesky mute button. Oh, and if
Okay.
you could stand up just so we could.
Okay. Hello. Love your stuff, even though I've only had a little bit of Metal Gear Solid, but I've listened to a lot of your voice in videos and stuff. So I know that one of the roles that you did was, as you mentioned, Guyver Dark Hero. And, you know, it's a tokusatsu show. Do you watch any tokusatsu at all? I am curious, like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, etc.?
I've seen Guyver Dark Hero.
Fair enough.
Not really. I mean, which is wrong because Steve Wang, who directed Guyver Dark Hero, did a lot of Kamen Rider, and you know, I have a lot of friends who've done it. But no, it's not really my thing. I mean, I watch a lot of Japanese films, Japanese horrors, samurai films, things like that. But the tokusatsu confuses me somewhat.
That's fair. I may be a bit biased, but I would highly recommend Kamen Rider. Most recent series, Kamen Rider Zets, has been really good.
Okay, cool.
Zets is so good.
Oh, good. Awesome.
In the
Well, I usually wait for recommendations on things that I don't watch, and when somebody says it's great, I'll check it out. So thank you.
In the spirit of Metal Gear, because Hideo Kojima says 70% of his body is made of films, I'm curious, David, actually, what's your favorite movie? Do you have one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my favorite movie is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Classic. I was 12 years old in Canada, in Mississauga, Ontario, and I went. Yes, thank you. Big fans of Mississauga out there, and I went to see Raiders of the Lost Ark, and the movie opened, and my jaw was hanging open the entire time, and then they were on the boat and they're looking for Indy, and then the guy goes, "I found him," and he goes, "Where?" And he goes, "There," and they cut to him climbing up on the U-boat, and electricity just ran down my spine like cold water, and I was like, that whatever they're doing, I want to do that for my entire life. And I remember the moment my life changed, and it was right then. So yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think maybe Jaws is the best movie of all time, but Raiders is my favorite.
That's awesome.
Will always be.
Oh, over here. Oh. Let's give it up for punching Nazis.
Right. Nazis. I hate these guys.
Okay, so let me see. Oh, perfect. Okay, so mic.
Oh,
Is it cutting
mic?
out?
This is one
Oh, there we
dicey
go.
mic.
Okay,
Is
I
this
guess
a,
I
did we
just need to
grab
look
like
at
a
it.
joke mic?
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's a dribble mic.
Oh, so one thing that's really kind of haunted me about Metal Gear Solid 2 is, I mean, I guess Sons of Liberty. But my question was, if Snake, they talk about him having 50 dogs, and he does the Iditarod, right?
Yeah.
So who is taking care of those dogs? And does he keep them all in his house alone?
Well, that's a good question. I think during Sons of Liberty, Solid Snake was taking care of them because that's Iroquois Pliskin. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But during the Shadow Moses incident, I don't know. I hope he had a housekeeper or something.
That's the one that I've been thinking about. I'm like, then who's taking care?
Who's taking care of my dogs? Because it really felt like the Colonel had kidnapped him in a way. So I'm not sure. I was going to tell you a scene I had in mind for the Metal Gear movie, but I can't do that in case I ever get the chance to write it. So that's just a tease of something that was in my brain and now is still secret.
Awesome.
Also,
But it had to do with the ranch and the Alaska thing. So.
the noise in that house must be insane.
Yeah. Well, he's there. I don't think sled dogs are in the house, especially 50 of them. You know, you have like a barn for them or something, and I don't know. I don't know anything about dogs. All right,
30,
I'm not a
30
musher.
to 50 feral dogs.
For the Ford Focus SE owner, please stand up.
Yeah, that's Hello.
There
Okay.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm the car guy again. I did want to say, as many issues as we've had with that car, it did get us 2,700 miles from Louisiana to Portland, where we now live.
Nice.
So, in a way, in a weird roundabout way, you did change our lives, more so than Metal Gear did.
Somewhat for the better.
Somewhat. A little bit.
He sold you the car that you would get to Portland in so you could see him. So,
Yes. Yes.
How much?
Small comfort.
How much was the car?
I think like 14,000.
Oh, well.
Yeah. It was reasonable.
What'd you expect?
I like that he stood up to ask a question and we're just pelting him with questions.
Right.
I need to know more about the Ford Focus.
If you have any Ford Focus SE questions, I can answer them.
Right.
But eaten any weird animals?
Have I eaten any weird animals? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, I've had kangaroo in Australia, and I've had, I think I've had snake. I've certainly had alligator in Louisiana. I've eaten pretty much everything from the ocean. It's terrible.
Any cold noodles, as Kashiwagi would, and like a dragon?
Sure, yeah. Cold noodles is not that unusual. Also, not an animal, but yes, I've had.
It is weird.
I eat Japanese food 4 or 5 times a week ever since I lived there. So, I love it. We went to Bamboo Sushi last night, which was astounding.
Ooh.
And but I did go when I was in Japan. I was like 18. I was seeing this lady, and she took me out to a late night, eatery where they only served one thing. And she said, I said, "What is it?" And she said, "Well, she told me the Japanese name, which I won't tell you yet. And I said, "Is that a fish?" And she's like, "Kinda."
Oh no.
She's like, "It's like a fish, but it's like a snake." And I was like, "Eel?" And and it was unagi. It was my first time having unagi, and that kind of freaked me out. And then now I eat unagi all the time, and
it's delicious.
I love it. Sure. Well, yeah, it takes some convincing, but then you try it and it's really good. Oh, I did a Japanese game show in California. I did an appearance on a Japanese game show, and then afterwards I went out with the crew, and we went to a place called Furaibo in Little Osaka in Los Angeles, and they were like, well, we're going to get real Japanese food. I was like, listen, there is nothing you can eat that I can't eat. Like, I grew up in Japan. Don't mess with me. So so this was a mistake. And they ordered, it was like raw, or it was like squid boiled in squid ink. And squid ink turns pink when you do it. And it was like little balls of snot in this fish cream, cold fish cream thing, and I was like, okay, you got me. Can I get some unagi? And that's how it went.
That fish cream
I wanna
give you scream dreams.
Oh my God, you're exactly right. You're right. So salty. That's the ocean.
I want to follow that up with 2 quick questions. So, Naked Snake, Metal Gear Solid 3, he's eating unagi. What is his vocal response?
Tasty.
Nice. Second question.
Yeah.
Because it's the only Japanese food I cannot stomach, and I've tried to do it 6 times in my life.
What's that?
Do you like natto?
I do natto. No, I don't. I don't care for natto. There are a few things in Japanese cuisine, very few, but there are a few I don't really get.
Nice. Yeah,
natto is fermented bean curd, I believe.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, if you don't know, look it up. it tastes how it looks.
Yeah.
All right, another question.
So I saw the tweet about, oh, we're going into the recording studio for Delta.
Oh, yeah.
And then I played through Delta, and I think I caught one change for Eva and one change for Sigget, maybe? Can you talk about what you recorded and why you changed the lines you changed?
Yeah, yeah, I did like 7 or 8 lines for Delta, and, excuse me, they were mostly like new controller instructions. You know, press this button, press that button, stop pressing this button. That sort of thing. And I think I might be wrong, but I think there was like one line where he called someone a bastard or something. They wanted to like soften the language, and I was like, why? What's the point? But I believe I'm so spot on with how I sounded 20 years ago that you will never catch them. That's my goal anyway. Oh, fine. I see.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Okay. So, out of curiosity, I was wondering if you were aware of, and if you were, had anything you could legally say, don't worry.
I doubt it.
About the Tekken 7 Evo incident.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. It was some gaming event, and they were announcing Tekken 7. And then suddenly they played a line from Solid Snake. I can't remember. Do you remember what the line was?
Yeah, it was this is Snake. That was some good-ass Tekken.
Yeah, that was some good-ass Tekken. Right. So somebody who worked with Tekken had gotten a cameo from me and asked me if I would say this. So I was like, sure. So I did it, and then they put it out in front of the entire world, and then the internet freaked out, and they're like, Solid Snake's in Tekken 7. And I'm like, well, not as far as I know.
That did not end up happening.
Yeah, and so then I found out, and I'm like, look, I don't ever take a private conversation and put it out on the internet, especially talking about other video games without my permission. Like, they could have just checked with me.
Completely understandable.
So it was just somebody kind of screwed up and because it didn't have the impact that they thought it was going to have. It was like, oh, Snakes in Tekken. So, but people make mistakes, and I was mad, and I put out a terse tweet, but I have since reconciled myself to the situation. I forgive the malefactor.
Yeah, exactly. Would it be safe to assume that if they were to get Snake into Tekken 8 or any future Tekken, you would be more than on board to return to the role?
Look, I'll do Snake anytime, but I don't think it'd be good for the game because he'd just kick everybody's ass.
Yeah. All right, guys, we have time for one more question. Dealer's choice. Chad, who you got?
But if you have any more questions, you want to come to my table, I'll be sitting at the table later.
Please.
Ask me anything.
Come out to the tables. He's with Debi Mae West and Paul Eiding out there as well, so say hi to them as well.
It's true. Yes, what do we got?
All right, I got a big one for you.
Okay.
Since it is almost Halloween, I was wondering if you're a Halloween appreciator and if you have a favorite costume you've worn in the past or a costume you'd like to put on in the future.
I think Halloween is by far the greatest holiday on the face of the planet. Absolutely my favorite. Favorite Halloween costumes. Well, when I was 10, my mother helped me make I greased my hair, and my mother helped me make a T-Birds jacket so I could be John Travolta from Grease. When I was 8, she helped me make, it was a cardboard box, and we spray painted it black, and we put 2 toilet rolls on the side, and then put a little grill on the front, and I was Darth Vader. And then one time, I fulfilled my childhood dream. I rented like a Michael Keaton level Batman suit, and it was the biggest mistake of my life. I was just like, there was just sweat pouring down the only opening, which was here, and it just looked like I was drooling.
There's not a lot of mobility in that suit.
No, and it was, so I looked awesome, but I felt horrible. But I love Halloween. My daughter loves Halloween. My whole family. It's our Christmas. So there you go.
Nice. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you so much, Portland. You're all pretty good. Pretty damn good.
I'm also going to shamelessly plug our podcast, Metal Gear Mondays. We're everywhere. We've been out for a decade. We've interviewed a lot of the voice cast, and we cover the games book club, games club style. So check it out. Thanks, guys.
Go see David at the booth.
Thanks, guys. That was the best ever. That was awesome.
I'm glad you like
awesome.
I'm always nervous that people are going to be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, I think it's so funny that you did that with Pam.
I think Allie wants to get a picture.
It was funny when I opened my like portable podcast studio bags in Portland. My name tag from last year was still in there, so like I had just never opened it since last time.
And James, I don't know if you still have yours or not, but
I don't know if I do. I was just looking in my bag.
Also, James, did you mount the Dev Diary poster but across the room instead of directly behind you? Or was that one always there?
So that one's
It was
always
always
been
there,
there.
yeah.
But what's funny about it is I've gone back and forth on if I want it here or not. I had it here originally, but like it made the costers look very big next
What's
to
the one? What's the one that fell?
That was this. It's this like Star Wars.
Oh, got it.
Same color palette, kind of.
Nice.
That's still on the ground.
Did you keep the NASA prints that we did? For the
Yes,
office?
those are on the same side of the room as the Dev
okay.
Diary ones,
Those are
just on
sick
the
as fuck.
opposite wall. They're really sick.
Yeah. That company that would like print posters
Yeah, it was, like, on
like
Cherokee, right?
actual material was
Yeah.
so sick. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was our interview with David. And if you were watching the video, eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed something. We've been teasing it this entire episode. So we had name tags. So James doesn't quite know where his is. So mine look at beautiful, spelled so good. Alessio Summer Mild.
It's crazy. We had like a Berenstein Bears moment where I thought it was misspelled just for the David panel. And then I went back to the room and I was like, please God, please God, please God. And then I grabbed the ones from the other panels and every fucking one of them spell my name Filed.
Yeah.
So Lily did a great job of photoshopping it to say the correct thing for the social media pictures.
So there's a picture on our Instagram page and our Facebook page and stuff that is a picture of me and Alessio sitting at the booth, I think after the cast panel, and we're holding up our name badges, and we didn't notice it then, which is fucking crazy because I was looking at the picture that Nick took, and we're just holding up our badges, and I tweaked it so that it said Alessio Summer Field instead of Filed.
It's crazy.
And I made a lot of other tweaks to it to like cut people out of the background and like do stuff. I was very proud of that edit, but yeah. So the entire weekend, without noticing it, it was Alessio Summer Filed on all of the tables. So we had this bit going all weekend that we slipped dimensions very subtly because of the spelling.
Yeah.
Although, listen, at least you had one. Poor Chad had to write his in pen.
I wrote Chad's actually.
Well, you
and
did.
I think Chad was mad at my shitty handwriting.
Yeah, that was not the best job. But yeah. So everybody had one. Nick had one. James had one. I had one. Alessio had one, even if it was misspelled. Chad did not have one prepared for him.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So we had to get a blank one that was somebody else that had been there for a panel earlier in the day. Flip it inside out, and then Alessio scribbled Chad Betteridge on his. But you kind of see if you're looking at, so you might be able to see it in the YouTube thumbnail of the live episode when it comes out. You'll be able to.
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
you definitely can see it. Yeah,
it's very.
And I
cool.
definitely kind of scribbled it as like a bit, but at the same time, I felt bad about it whenever Chad called it out like instantly. Yeah. I was like, oh my bad. Yeah. But no offense to James, they fucking spelled James's last name perfectly.
Which is kind of crazy.
Perfectly.
And then fucked up Field.
Right?
Like, what?
Like how do you fuck up Field?
How do you
That's
fuck up
fine.
Summer and Field?
Whatever. I'm not a diva, but it is funny.
Yeah. Also, I just want to throw out there too. I was struggling with where to put them, but I put a lot of the stickers that I got that weekend on my like keyboard rest. So if you're watching the video, you can see them. And right dead center, got the DHV Magellan sticker that I got from Sam Lemke.
Shout out.
Alessio gave me
Stickers for his boys.
Stickers. Well,
yeah, fair enough. My bad.
Colloquial.
I was quoting Mr.
Cubes, I know what you were quoting, Alessio.
Sorry. Everybody should go check out Joe Pera. That's my plug for Joe Pera. Joe Pera is the best.
Everybody should stop misgendering me. Anyway.
Classic Alessio.
Classic Alessio.
I actually get off on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Calling his girl best friend a boy again.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway.
It's not fine.
Anyway, I'm putting the podcast.
James, we haven't heard from you a lot this episode. You want to tell us about, was this your first time in Portland?
This was, so yeah,
James Corner.
This is my first time in Portland. This was my first gaming expo since MagFest in like 2016? 2017.
It was also
it's a
when
blast.
I met James for the first time in person.
That's right. Yeah, I love stuff like this. I think getting to gather people around and tell stories and share good times is a really essential part to humanity.
Yeah.
And I think especially the last 5 years, like we don't get as many of those opportunities. And so like it was a blast, despite the fact that my hotel was adjacent to some very aggressive people.
Yeah. I mean, he did not get a hotel in the good part of town. Let's say that.
It was recommended by the expo. So I was
was
like,
it really?
Yeah, it was like the third one in the list, but it was like the only one that still had spots available for the discount that they gave.
I think probably because of proximity.
Yeah, because it was only like an 8-minute or so drive. But wow, those 8 minutes make a difference.
Yeah.
Every lift I was in, as they were like pulling up to the hotel, they were like, "Oh, did you mean to stay here?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" I'm like, "It's not the best part of town to be in."
James, you could have slept in our room.
Yeah, you should have stayed at the hotel that Alex stayed at. Then you could have arrived as a ghost and left as a friend.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That hotel looked crazy.
Apparently, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
It's like right across from the Hyatt. Like it's like where we were staying. Like it couldn't be that bad, right?
Yeah, that's true.
To be fair, I think
Alex likes it enough to stay there 2 years in a row. So
that's true. To be fair, I think we didn't necessarily lock in the details of the trip until the very last minute, just because, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to talk shit, but it was just due to scheduling and finance and stuff like that on the Expo's side of things. We didn't get like the all clear until like 6 weeks before.
Yeah, so we weren't like so for the folks so me and Alessio, we were staying where the convention put us, but like unfortunately the rest of our friends were not officially spoiled for choice when it came to
I don't think they wanted 4 hosts for every panel.
No.
They don't know what they're missing out on.
Yeah, for sure. I think MGM Live might have been the most hosts I saw on any panel the entire time.
Yeah, that one and the
6.
what was it, the Retronauts? Who'd we see?
Retronauts, but it was only like 4.
But they only had 4.
Yeah. Oh wow, I don't know why I remember that being bigger. That was a fun one too, though. Lots of good stuff. And also just like lots of really cool vintage stuff floating around, which is always nice. I actually snapped a picture of like these 2 Sega Genesis cartridges that I saw, which was like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Kid Chameleon, which were the first 2 video games I remember my dad showing me when I was a child.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, oh, like that's something I never like thought about seeing physically again. And I was just like, oh, that's cool.
That's still so weird to me. Like, you're not that much younger than me, but the fact that like your dad, like I remember when the Genesis came out.
Yeah.
And it's just bizarre to me to think that like there are children today who are like, yeah, my dad died and left me his PS3. I'm like, my fucking dad died and gave me an Atari 2600. Like, that's what what the fuck are you talking about? So it's just so weird. My dad's not dead, but it's so weird to think of those systems now as being like some kid's first hand down. Like, that's bizarre.
Yep.
It's always striking to me how much younger James is, because you're younger than me even. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just turned 31.
Yeah. So I'm like 3 years older than you.
Yeah.
And Alessio is so much older than
I know.
Yeah,
Alessio a whole 5 years.
25 or 30 years older than both of us.
No, Alessio, yeah, I'm 3 years older than James, and Alessio is 3 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's crazy how like
that is crazy.
How that few of years can make such a difference. Because like me and my sister are 4 years apart. I mean, me and my other sister are 12 years apart, which is fucking may as well be a lifetime.
It's like golf, yeah.
Yeah, but me and my kind of closest in age sister are 4 years, and even 4 years, it literally feels like we're a generation apart.
Totally.
Like, so yeah.
Yeah.
You're also like,
especially
I think.
Go ahead.
Well, go ahead, James, because I'm.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, the pace of change from like 1985 onward, just like I feel like exponentially got crazier. So it's like I feel like kids now, like if you're like 2 or 3 years different, it might even start to feel crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the other thing too is like Alessia's kind of built different, so I think about like all of the retro media that Edith is going to inherit.
That's true. That's
whenever
true, yeah.
like
I have a fucking museum.
Edith's inheritance, whenever it is far flung future that Alessio dies, is going to be insane.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't help that like I've shot like half of her baby video on like a fucking mini DV camera from 2001.
She's gonna have a fucking crisis when she's like 16. You know what I mean?
She's gonna like go back and look at shit and be like, "What year was this?" Like,
time traveling baby. That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. It's like that and some 2008 fucking Canon PowerShot photos are in the mix. She's like, "What?"
I've filmed some of that footage,
That's true.
technically. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the internal tape head kind of ate shit, so now I've got to have like a Ninja like video recorder separate monitor attached to the top of it to use it now. But because maintenance people for mini DV cameras are not, let's just say they're not available in vast quantities.
Not that easy to find, huh?
So.
I did also want to really quickly too. I bought a bunch of prints and stuff, and I had a lot of the.
Who has a dog?
That's me.
You have a dog?
Oh,
Yeah, I've got a dog and 2 cats.
Wow.
Since when? Since always.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Logan is the dog, and then there's a cat named River and a cat named Marnie.
Nice.
What's a dog doing?
I don't know what I think it's like 2:30 here. I bet the mail got dropped off.
Yeah.
Dog loses
When you take
mail.
Logan to the dog park, does it become Logan's Run?
Yes, it does.
Hell yeah.
I got some posters and stuff, but I need to find somewhere to frame it. But I got this really lovely Gardevoir. You can see it on the video. Gardevoir print and a bunch of Gardevoir point, and it has like a lot of other grass Pokemon surrounding.
Yeah, that's cute as well.
Well, Gardevoir is not a grass Pokemon, but she's surrounded by.
That's a really weird God of War print.
Yeah, Gardevoir. And this is by the Gorgonist on social media. So check them out.
Speaking of other encounters, Alessia, have you gotten any fun marketing updates from the collector thing that?
No, have you?
No.
Yeah, did you?
No,
oh, no, you didn't.
I didn't sign up.
Yeah. No, it was so weird. This like out of nowhere, this booth babe was like, which is weird that was even present because I feel like booth babes have gone the way of the dinosaur. But this booth babe comes out of nowhere and was like, "Yo, you want to see this like NES demo station from a Toys R Us from like 1996 or some shit?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I do."
You've talked to the right person.
Yeah, I was like, more so that had you asked me if I wanted to see something else. Like, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
And so anyway, she showed it to us and she's like, "Yeah, it's part of this like we have this like bidding platform where like people who collect vintage retro shit can sell to other people." And I was like, "That's cool. I use Mercari, eBay, and Etsy, but sure, I'll take a look at your platform." And so she was like, "Yo, if you sign up for emails, you can get a free tote bag." And it was a pretty big fucking tote bag. And I was like, "Yeah," I was like,
a not insignificant tote bag.
"Yeah," I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And then as we're walking away, and I was like, and immediately blocking that email address. But no, I mean, they seemed fine. Like it was her, and then the guy who like started the website was there.
They seemed fine. They didn't seem as interested in getting my information, which stuck out to me.
They didn't come across as like predatory as I thought they were going to.
Not at all.
I will say that.
They were nice.
Yeah. I'll let you guys talk through like any announcement shit or Patreon plugs or whatever. I'm going to go see if I can find the tote so we can at least like give them a shout out. I don't want to just like talk shit and not say who it was. All right, hold on. So found the bag. It is called Insert Bid is the name of the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They were nice. I don't think I've even gone to that website since we left. So let me check it out and make sure it's not like a weird. I got weird. They seem like the kind of people who might tell you about their crypto platform. I kind of got like weird vibes, but I think by the end of it, it was like, oh, okay, they seem nice enough.
Yeah. I also got, and forgive me while I find the social medias, because I do want to give them props for this. But I got some other prints by some folks that I saw down there. So let me see.
Oh, they have some pretty cool shit on here, actually. Just looking at it. A lot of kiosks. There's like Wii U kiosks and like 360 kiosks.
Honestly, I think that's great because I think about that sometimes on just how much like otherwise would just be sent to the landfill. Because like these kiosks were so produced and then like went the way of the dinosaur.
Not bad pricing either. I mean, they have a day left on these bids, but like this Nintendo DS Lite download station, like demo kiosk, is like $130.
Mm-hmm.
The 360 kiosk is like $640. The Wii U kiosk just started and is only at a $50 bid with a day left. So if the idea of a Wii U kiosk sounds sick, jump on it.
I want one of those kiosks they would have at Babbage's, which had an Xbox that was just playing clips from Red vs. Blue.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's like a weird Nintendo prototype and development Wii U on here that has 2 days left and has like a starting bid of like $50.
The Nintendo Revolution.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some pretty neat stuff. This is sick as fuck. It's a fully loaded Sega Dreamcast rental case from Blockbuster.
No.
So back when you could rent consoles.
If you find a Game Boy, like the Pokemon Snap printer station that used to be at Blockbuster on there, you let me know because I'm gonna go for that shit.
Yeah. That's cool as shit. Yeah, I miss, if nobody is old enough to remember that, I miss the days where you were like, and legit, I think I did it with a friend of mine once or twice where we were like, oh man, we really want to play this game, but we don't own the console.
Yep.
At Blockbuster, you could go up and I think it was like, was it like $25 a day or something? It was not bad.
No.
You would get like a Pelican case and in it would be like 4 controllers, 2 memory cards, the Xbox, and whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever system.
Yeah, console you were looking for.
It was sick. And if you got an Xbox, I think it also was preloaded with like Xbox Live and headsets.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you could like rent an Xbox, play Halo 2 all fucking weekend, and then just like bring it back.
That's so cool.
The dream, man.
Rip in peace.
Yeah, so I also got these prints there. Sorry, I found them. So I got these really 2 beautiful prints of Espeon and Umbreon that I got. That was done by an artist, Sketch Brook Tattoo, and Brook is Brooke, so it's Sketch Brook Tattoo. And then I got this really fun Dandadan print.
That's sick.
It's in the plastic.
There we
go. There it is. I got this really fun Dandadan print. If you're a fan of Dandadan, and the artist who did that is Daunted Seeker. So you can find them on Instagram. Check them out. Really great stuff. So I didn't buy a ton of stuff, but I got a lot. I got some decent prints that I was very excited about. Also, I want to give a shout out to Debi Mae West also really quick because one of the things that that she did was we were talking about because she plays a bunch of different characters. She's Tsunade in Naruto, and she's Maev in World of Warcraft, and Chelsea's a big World of Warcraft player, and she's a big Maev fan. And when I sent her the picture of Debbie's booth and she saw Maev, she's like, "Oh my god, she's Maev!" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "That's crazy." And so I told Debbie that story, and Debbie was like, "Come to the booth later. I'll sign a thing for her." Nice. And so she was very happy. She like signed a print. It's in the bedroom, but she signed a print of Maev for Chelsea, which was really kind of her to do. So
nice. Yeah, Debbie was great. It was like my first interaction in person with Debbie, and she was awesome. So.
Yeah.
I really, really, really wish I could have had some like Fred Meyer coupons.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I'm going back to Seattle for Christmas. So I'm going to go to Fred Meyer, grab a coupon book and save it. And then the next time we see Debbie, I'm going to have her sign the Fred Meyer coupon.
That's so good. Yeah, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she had said, I think in their interview, that it was the first time her and David were at a con together. I had assumed that they had gone to MGS Con together.
Nope, they didn't. I think they were separated by a couple of years. I think David wasn't able to make it to the one that she went to.
I see.
So the ships in the night with that. So this is the first time they've ever been to a con together. So we hosted their first panel that they've ever been on together, which is an extreme honor. That's very cool. And we got that interview with them in the same room together. So that was also very cool. And so,
so cool.
Really good time.
So, James, you got anything else to say about PRGE before we?
I don't think so. I mean, just overall, it was a lot of fun. I think, the best part is seeing the both of you and then making some new friends in the process. It was a blast. Also, it was my first time talking to David ever. It felt more surreal than I expected it to. I think I had really discounted what that first interaction would feel like. And I was like, oh, I felt a little starstruck.
So did Chad. Chad also was in that same boat. He's like, I don't know what to do. We have a conspiracy brewing that Chad is David's illegitimate son.
Right, because David's like from around the same area that Chad's mom is from.
He's from they're from Mississauga. They're both from Mississauga, so could be. We never know.
David's great. I was actually very surprised at how, and I'm going to say it's more because David and Debbie and Paul are just very inviting people.
Yeah.
But I was very surprised that like we had spent time with David and Paul in the past. But it's still, I expected there to be some sort of shock and awe. But it was just so easy to like walk up to David and be like, hey man, what's going on? Like,
that's the other thing is like, they're just super, like all three of them were super cool. And just like Paul was like the sweetest person.
So friendliest man on the planet.
Yeah.
I felt a kinship with him, like the theater stuff. And it was cool.
Running into I saw them in the lobby of our hotel, but I ended up running into them and talking to them on the show floor, but running into Kay and Gary from Watch Out for Fireballs. I was very surprised. I felt like that was the moment, I think, where I was like, oh, we're peers.
Yes.
This is fun. Like it wasn't like starstruck as much as it was like, oh, nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
So we did some handshakes and wished each other good luck on our panels.
That's such a good feeling.
So it was fun. Hopefully they didn't feel like I was being creepy or anything, but I think it was very nonchalant. Can we go ahead and tell the Jeremy Parrish story? I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And like, if Jeremy Parrish and Bob Mackey ever listen to this, which like I highly doubt, but if they ever do, no shade, no harm, no foul. I don't mean negatively when I tell this story. And they did a great job. Their panel was great. You guys should go to check out Portland Retro Gaming Expo on YouTube and watch their panel.
I think the Watch Out for Fireballs panel is up there, and I'm pretty sure the Retronauts panel is also.
Yeah. The Retronauts one was on like cheesy horror games from like the NES. And then the WAF one was like best 7 out of 10s.
Yeah, the best and worst 7 out of 10 games of all time.
Yeah. But anyway, so so Nick Freda is a big fan of Jeremy Parrish. Also listens to Retronauts. Like Jeremy in general, he's done these Masterworks YouTube series, and I think also what's the word? Essay collections as well. But the Masterworks is like he'll pick a console, like let's just say the original Game Boy, and he'll do a YouTube video essay on every single game in the catalog of that console. And it's very impressive. But anyway, so Nick's a huge fan. Jeremy Parrish is clearly staying at our hotel because we keep running into him in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Nick goes to hold the door for him, and Jeremy says nothing. And it becomes like a running gag that we're like, fucking Jeremy Parrish is so rude. And Nick was like heartbroken. Like he seemed legitimately upset.
Yeah, it was rough, man.
He was like, I can't believe he wouldn't even say anything. Like he didn't even acknowledge it. And so as a joke the whole time, I was like, watch me hold the door for Jeremy and he's going to say thank you. And we're like, well, we were like, that occasion may never crop up. So like, LOL, whatever.
So it's worth noting here then that we did the panel with David on Sunday morning. And then we were trying to figure out something to do for lunch. And Chad had some friends that lived in Portland that were coming to the convention center to bring us donuts and say, hey. And we wound up going to get lunch with them, but we were standing in the lobby, and Chad and Alessio were standing outside.
Oh, Alex,
yeah, Alex and Alessio were standing outside because they ran back to the hotel, and just like, are they going to come inside? It's raining.
So essentially, what had happened? That was you guys' perspective, and I knew it was going to look weird. So I sent Alex in to tell you guys.
Me and Chad were standing inside, like, what the fuck?
Nick had gone home at this point, I believe.
Yeah. So did James.
And so did James. So me and Alex. So James, I don't know if you've ever heard the story.
I don't think so. Yeah.
So me and Alex are leaving the hotel room because we went to drop off some stuff. And as we're walking, maybe like half a block in front of us, we see Bob Mackey and Jeremy Parrish. And so in that moment, I have like the exclamation point from Metal Gear pop up over my head. And I'm like, fuck. Alex, we got to power walk. We got to get in front of them. And we have to time it so that I have to hold the door for them. This is the moment. And so we power walk like crazy. We get to the door. And then I'm like, let's do a little fake interaction because there's still like an uncomfortable amount of space away. So that like if I wait, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? And so I'm like, oh, Alex, there they are. And I like open the door and Alex is like, oh yeah. And then he pretended like he saw somebody behind him and was like, oh, wait a minute. And we just like kind of paused. And then as they got closer, Alex was like, all right, man, I'll meet you inside, and like ran in. And so I like kept the door open and I was like, here they come. And Bob walks in, nods his head, like kind of a physical affirmation. And then Jeremy walks in behind him and under his breath goes, thank you. And I was just like, yes. Yes. And then I texted Nick and I was like, he said thank you to me, motherfucker.
And it's worth noting that like it wasn't just Nick like not hearing, like I also heard Jeremy say nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
A couple people were behind us in the vestibule and heard Jeremy say nothing. So it wasn't like Nick just like having an auditory processing moment. Like we heard it, and so like that was
I'm gonna chalk it up to like Jeremy just having a moment or something or feeling weird. I don't know, but anyway, you guys should go listen to Retronauts. Jeremy Parrish is the Retronauts East guy. I think maybe West. I know Bob's the West guy because I think Bob's in LA. Bob also hosts the Talkin' Simpsons podcast. But yeah, anyway, that was that story. I think we're out of funny stories. I'm sure some shit will probably come up as we continue doing the show. On the MGM Live episode, we'll talk about the order in which we're covering stuff next year. But I'm just going to rattle off the titles. So we are considering, we are for sure covering Metal Gear Solid 2. We're doing a remaster akin to the way we did Metal Gear Solid 1. James is going to be on that along with Chad. And it will be both of their first time. Chad kind of preemptively played, but his opinions will be pretty fresh. And then after that, we're either going to be doing the Death Stranding director's cut and remastering that first season since I was not present for it. And then from there, we're considering doing like a cyberpunk season, and that will consist of Snatcher. We are probably going to be playing Snatcher for the Sega CD because that is the only English version that we ever got, and it actually does have some additional story content that is not present in the other versions. So we'll be emulating and playing that one. I actually have a physical copy on the Sega Saturn, so I might do like a comparison thing. Since we're doing the bi-weekly thing, I may just like play both. But the Snatcher on Sega Saturn that I have is in Japanese. So I will either be using Google Translate or I will just do like a side by side. I thought so. The Police Knots version on Saturn, and I got a repro of it with the English translation. So I've got like as close to like a legit English version of Police Knots as possible. But that's kind of like the definitive version is on Sega Saturn. You can use like the light gun and all that other shit, and it's got like better sprites and stuff. But I assume the Snatcher version would also be the best version on Saturn. Turns out that the Saturn version of Snatcher is the worst version of Snatcher. So anyway, but we'll be doing Snatcher, and then we'll be doing Police Knots. Word of warning on Police Knots, it is probably the creepiest, perviest Kojima has ever been. You can literally, while you're talking to the characters, there is a prompt that allows you to like touch or flirt with every female character that is not present for the male characters. And it's not that it should be present for the male characters, it's that it shouldn't be present, period.
Right.
Like I understand like verbal flirting is fine, but like groping as an option is not. That's kind of fucked up and gross. So
groping as a game mechanic.
Yeah. So unless it's Stretch Panic on the PS2 where you're a little demon who can pull people's body parts. But anyway, so we'll be covering Snatcher and Police Knots. The Police Knots version, I think Lily and James will probably play the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Just because it emulates a little easier. Saturn notoriously has kind of like hit or miss emulation. And I'm going to play the physical Saturn version with the light gun, which will be fun. And then after that, we are going to be covering Silent Hill 2 Remake for Spooky Month, and potentially Silent Hill F. Probably have to figure that one out. And potentially doing the Uzumaki anime that's only 4 episodes as like a single episode, just to kind of do a follow-up on our Uzumaki manga coverage from a couple years ago. And then I think the last game that we have slated is actually doing a Twin Snakes remaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we have in the bag for next year. The actual schedule for what that looks like, we will try to have locked in before we release the MGM Live episode. I'll let you guys do your plugs. I'm going to pull up our Patreon supporter for the episode. Yeah. And yeah, so where can people find you, Lily?
Yeah, I'll start. Well, first of all, I just once again plug patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays. $1 a month gets you access to the Discord, I should say, where you can chat with us. $5 a month gets you access to the Patriot Club, which is our monthly podcast we do with Chad, Nick, and now James coming up soon.
We're actually recording tonight.
We're recording tonight with about something completely different. The next one you'll be hearing on the feed is about Alan Wake 2. So you can jump onto the Patreon, listen to Roll 34, listen to our one about fictional characters during 9/11, and then jump into our one about Alan Wake 2. You've got a good 3-episode spread coming up.
Yeah, and the Alan Wake 2 one, if you have yet to play it and you do want to play it, we're going to be giving it like the Expedition 33 treatment, where we do like generalities for like the first hour, and then the back hour will be spoilers. So you can definitely listen to a good part of that episode without having played.
And $10 a month will get you video, so you'll get the video of this episode, all of our main feed regular episodes, all of our Patriot Club episodes, and on top of that, you will get to sponsor an episode as a $10 patron, which Alessia will get to in a second. You can find me on the internet at linktree.com/Liliana Dawn. You can get access to where you can find my books to buy, my other podcast projects, everything under the sun is there. So check it out.
Nice. James, where can people find you?
You can find me DJ Rat King all over the place. And surprisingly enough, if you're interested in my film work, you can actually go to youtube.com/@Alessio made that.
Oh,
for most of the James related work as well.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not I want to include it as like some sort of like VOD on my website or not. Yeah. But I am sitting on the feature film version of Dev Diary. I won't lie, I do think like the 70-minute feature actually feels a little bit better paced than the TV show.
I totally agree.
But you can watch all 6 episodes of that on my YouTube channel. I may or may not upload the feature to the YouTube channel as well. But yeah, also a bunch of shit that me and James did together. Commercial spots, music videos, all that stuff.
Let's see, who's our sponsor for this episode?
Sponsor for this episode is Tyler Washington. So thanks, Tyler.
Fucking rat fuck Tyler Washington. Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. He expects it. He expects it from me at this point.
Tyler, thanks for being there with us for quite a long time. I remember Tyler from the COVID days of the Discord.
Way back.
Yeah. So thank you, Tyler. And yeah, if you want to see any of my shit besides the YouTube channel stuff, you can go to alessiosummerfield.com. ALESSIOSUMMERFIELD, not FILED. But yeah, alessiosummerfield.com.
Summerfield, not Summerfile.
Yes. And I will be uploading another DJ set from me and Isaac's band days to Mixcloud here this week, probably. So if anybody's interested in that, you can find that link on my website.
More like Alessio Summerfield. Am I right?
It's Molestio Cummerfield. Thank you very much.
I hate that.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, hopefully we can go to Portland again next year. If they don't pay for James, I think what we just do is ship him to Portland. I think that would be cheaper, right?
Yeah, I think
How would we do that?
Stowaway.
I was kind of thinking like one of those like padded kind of like cooler envelopes, but I kind of think like, I don't know. I mean, we might be able to get away with just using a box, right?
Yeah, I think we could. I think definitely it's just a box.